All right, what's up, everybody? It's Nick here and JHK over there. Where are you now, John? You back in South Korea?
Check the T.
Check
You
the
know what that
team
is?
representing. You've
Yes, of
finally
course.
gone back to South Korea after a few months back in Thailand.
Back in North Korea, in the
North Korea.
in the regime, you know
Yeah.
how it is.
How is it being back home? I mean, you have two homes now, I guess.
Yeah, I do have two homes, but yeah, it's good being back home. Visit the family and take some time away from the hectic schedules. But I'm still working though. You know what I mean? Like I'm working all
Of
day over
course.
here, but at least my family is here. At the house. Yeah, it's all good, man. It's a good break. It's cold. It's winter over here, so I look kind of out of place with the tan in this winter.
Yeah, the only time I ever went to Korea, I think, was when I first met you in Busan and for
Winter.
UFC. It was so cold. That was December though. Is November as bad?
Yes, it's just as bad. So, well,
Jeez.
not as bad as December. You're right. It's not that bad, but it's all right. It's good. I'd rather be in the what is it? The sun. You know what I mean? I love the sun.
You want the sun. I remember double jacketing over there. I was one
Yeah.
hoodie and then one Levi's jacket with the sheepskin inside. It was warm. Yeah, it was toasty. You don't need that in Thailand or in Hong Kong, right? It does
Nah.
get a bit cold here. What about Thailand though? Have you ever had a December there?
No, well, yeah, I've been there in December. I've been there in January as well. But come on, there's no type of weather over there that you need a jacket. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
think I've ever wore a hoodie ever. So yeah, it's beautiful all year round.
Yeah. It gets randomly very cold here in Hong Kong for about 1 month, maybe two, December, January, and then it's back to being disgustingly hot. So
Yeah.
there's nothing in between. All right. Well, yeah, it's been a crazy few days, right? We were at one fight night 16, and oh my god, so much has happened. Even before the show, so much happened, and even after the show, there's been so much fallout, so much news. So we have a bumper show for everyone today. I think we're going to go 2 hours easily. We may go longer than that. Who knows? And whoever's along for the ride, enjoy it. We have a couple of interviews at least scheduled. I know Sinsamut Klinmee is going to be here and Rui Botelho. So we didn't speak to them because they both had medical checks after their fights and they couldn't come to speak to media. And I'm not sure if Ben Tynan is definitely turning up, but I've reached out to him. He sort of agreed. But at least two interviews for you. But we're also going to discuss everything that happened at one fight night 16, not just the fights, but the crazy drama that happened in right after the main event and then subsequently. And then there's been a lot of other stuff. I'll reel off the topics. I guess it's Medi's 2 and Aliverdi Ramazanov and the altercation with Jonathan Haggerty after one fight night 16. Ramazanov got in the ring and challenged Haggerty and then earned himself and Medi a 6 month ban from one championship. A lot more on that. We'll get into it in a bit. Other topics include right after that show, I broke the news that Tawanchai was out of the December 9 One Fight Night 17 main event against Superbon. And then I also broke the news that they rescheduled that for December 22 on what is increasingly looking like an incredible card, One Friday Fights 46. We already know that Pet
Christmas
Gija
is
and
coming early,
Christmas
boys.
coming early, yeah. Pet Gija and Anissa Mexon. And I've heard some other stuff happening on that show, which is going to blow your minds. Other fight news for One Fight Night 17 as well has broken this week. And there's talk of some shuffling, some reshuffling, rescheduling. Then other stuff happened today. Pet Moricott, former One Championship featherweight Muay Thai champion, apparently has retired. I'm missing a ton of things. So many things have happened, John. I don't know where we begin. We're gonna try and get to everything. What should we start with? Maybe I'll say hello to people in the chat as well.
Of course, man.
Ego
Let's get
Kind,
some shout
what's
outs.
up? Shout out. Greets from the Netherlands, UJ or Uj. Sorry, tell me how to pronounce it. Anonymous, what's up? Suze, don't know how to pronounce that either. Connor, what's up? Hello, guys. Was an honor dressing up. Yeah, this was also fun last week. Thank you so much, Connor. kind of dressed up as me, and his dad, I think, dressed up as me for Halloween. It was really fun to see that. No one's ever done that, and I don't think anyone ever will again. So that really brought a smile to my face, Connor. You know, I was having a tough time last week. My dad's in hospital, and he's having some health issues. So you really cheered me up with that, and thank you so much. It really brought a smile to my face. Anonymous back here. I wore a hoodie to Lumpini in June for the Fight Night event and sweated out 2 kg. It is hot as hell out there. Vegan Crane, what's up? Also, Hong Kong is a volcano. I agree. Everyone, hello. I'm sure there's more people joining us. But John, where do you want to start? Where should we start? We have so much to talk about. I know I've already forgotten so many things. I wrote a list earlier and I forgot to send myself the list. It was on a different computer at my office, but I guess one Fight Night 16, just immediate reactions to that. I guess the main event, we have to talk about that. Jonathan Haggerty beat Fabricio Andrade to win the kickboxing title, bantamweight. We haven't talked about it, really. I wanted to do some shows in the immediate aftermath. I thought we would just discuss that show when we do this podcast, but so many things have happened. But we have to talk about the fight itself. I mean, I was in awe of Haggerty's performance, and I thought, yeah, he just completely blew Fabricio away, which was crazy to me because I know how good Fabricio is. What was your take on it?
Yeah, I completely agree. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people underestimated, and I think I was one of those people that underestimated Jonathan Haggerty because of Fabricio's kickboxing, roots. And I was thinking that Fabricio was going to go in there and be aggressive, and he wasn't the aggressor. He was the one on the back foot, and Jonathan Haggerty was the aggressor, and almost made it look pretty easy. It showed you that if you're an MMA fighter and you're a good striker, you're not as good as the high level real strikers, like the Muay Thai fighters, the kickboxers. You know what I mean? You're going into their world, and I almost lost track of that, ahead of this fight. It's like grappling. You got MMA fighters going in there. They're great at MMA. MMA grappling is different from just pure grappling, and we've seen that time and time again. And this was just another reminder to us that, hey, if you're going into someone else's sport, you better be very, very careful. You better be very, very prepared, because this is what can happen. You get your head blown off with a head kick and then just take unanswered shots and then get knocked out. You know what I mean? Fabricio is an incredible fighter. I've seen his growth from even before one championship, and I feel like he's going to have a great career, but this one will just be his first speed bump, let's say.
It's funny, isn't it? Because we both have seen Fabricio up close and personal, and in my opinion, his striking is on another level in MMA. It's not even close to. He has no peers, especially in one championship. And I thought the match made sense in that regard. But then when he got in there with Haggerty, yeah, like you say, it just looked like he was in slow motion almost. And I don't know if he had a bad performance, if something was wrong. He said he got caught by that head kick, and I know he regrets a couple things. I'm sure he says he wants to run it back, but I just don't know. I mean, like,
yeah, it's hard to argue for a
yeah.
rematch when the fight went like that. You know what I mean? And this was just a golden opportunity for you to go in there and be a double champion in two sports. Because in many ways, I thought this fight was made for Fabricio to shine, to be honest. You know what I mean? I just felt that way ahead of that fight, and none of that played out the way it was supposed to. Well, on Fabricio's side,
Yeah.
but you guys got to remember also that this fight was delayed a couple of weeks, right? It was originally scheduled for what was the original date? Like Fight Night
October,
15?
I think 15. Yeah, you were there, right?
Yeah,
October, first week of October. It was
yeah.
pushed back by 4 weeks.
Yeah, so like, when a fighter is preparing for a fight, that can throw off their camp. That can throw off their timing. It could throw off, their peaking. You know what I mean? They're always talking about peaking at the right time. It could have threw them off. You know what I mean? There's many different factors heading into a fight. Maybe we might find out later on that Fabricio was injured, ahead of the fight or during the fight. Who knows? You know what I mean? But none of that stuff matters, because when you step into that ring, you got to fight and you got to win. And Jonathan
Yeah,
Haggerty went in there and won.
I heard he kind of regretted when he took that head kick. He regretted not taking a a knee and then taking a count and regathering his thoughts. He just carried on and went to war with Haggerty, and then it was all over after that head kick, wasn't it? And I think
Yeah.
Haggerty missed with a couple of those in the first round, and I don't know. I would have loved to seen it go longer, but we have to give props to Haggerty. I think Haggerty showed him he schooled Fabricio really in that match, and Fabricio would admit that I was like you. I thought Fabricio was gonna. I thought there's a chance he would do something incredible, but it just shows there are levels, and I think One Championship really could jump on this right now if they want to and say you have to be careful because you don't want to bury your MMA champions. But if you say, look, we just put our MMA champion against our Muay Thai champion, and then look what happened, and I think it helps that narrative that Chatri and Juan have pushed that we have the best strikers on the planet, and then it caused a lot of buzz recently, and some people and very high profile people in the UFC bit back John Jones and Michael Bisping. I think they need to use this and say, look, we got Jonathan Haggerty, and if Jonathan Haggerty goes to MMA, John, and challenges Fabricio Andrade for the belt, how do you see that going? And then if he beats Andrade, what happens then? Because to me, that's incredible. And this guy's grown up with his dad, has an MMA gym. I'm sure he knows how to defend a takedown.
Yeah. He's been around MMA all his life pretty much, right? He's just he just enjoys the striking aspect of it more than anything, and he's become elite. Going back to like John Jones and Michael Bisping talking crazy, it's because they're in the UFC, right? But I guarantee you if John Jones fought like the highest level heavyweight kickboxer in the world, he would get crushed. It's just a fact, man. He would get crushed. John Jones is not a striker. He's an MMA fighter. And if you look deeper into it, he's a wrestler, right? Like, who's the heavyweight champion of Glory? Verhoeven. John Jones will get smashed by him. Well, who's the heavyweight champion of kickboxing? Is there a heavyweight champion in kickboxing for one? No, right?
Well, there's Roman Crickler as light heavyweight, and then he won the heavyweight Grand Prix.
Okay.
So
okay.
I guess he's the de facto. Yeah.
I would put John Jones against Crickler, and Crickler would smash John Jones in kickboxing. I would guarantee that.
Clip John up right now, everyone.
I would guarantee that. And Michael Bisping, come on, Michael Bisping. I respect Michael Bisping a lot. I mean, he is an incredible story, right, of what he's done in his career. But man, these guys flying to save the UFC. You don't need to do that. This is MMA. That's Muay Thai. That's kickboxing. It's totally different sports. I mean, I used to be clouded with my judgment as well. But by watching the kickboxers and the Muay Thai fighters more and more and more, and watching them live in action, there's levels to this shit. And there's levels to, sorry for my language, but there's levels to MMA, and there's levels to striking. And an MMA fighter going in there and talking crazy to like a world-class Muay Thai fighter, that's what it is. It's crazy.
I agree with you. And I think Ghost put out a couple of really good threads, and Ghost was against this fight from the beginning. Well, he said it's stupid. Go check out Ghost threads, really good analytical breakdown of their striking styles. But I still thought Fabricio had enough to make it a legitimate matchup. But like you said, it just proved me wrong. And Haggerty proved me wrong. He proved everyone, a lot of MMA fans, wrong. I just thought Fabricio was outclassed. Even from the first minute, I think I texted Tom Taylor and I just said, "Whoosh, this doesn't look good for Fabricio." He's being made to look, and normally Fabricio, right, looks like the aggressor, and he's the one pushing the pace, like you said, and he outclasses everyone. But Haggerty was so quick. He was throwing like incredible combos. Fabricio had no answer. And
no, it was just coming so fast too. I mean, he just didn't know what to do. It was like almost like he was frozen, like Elsa out there. And it was just like, I was shocked watching it. We were like, 20 feet away watching the whole thing unfold. It was just like shocking. But at the same time, we have to recognize that Haggerty is a world-class striker, and Fabricio is a world-class MMA fighter, right? And
yeah, I still think Fabricio goes and beats everyone in his division in MMA and won championship. And even if he went to other promotions, I still think he would beat
without a
a lot
doubt.
of
Yeah.
people. He could stand in any conversation there. But this is it is what one is saying. The striking is on another level, and you hear Demetrius Johnson talk about it a lot. You know, with that Rodtang fight, I don't think everyone really took it seriously, but he was saying, you know, Rodtang striking is on a completely different level from MMA, and people understand that. But I just worry it might have taken a bit of shine off Fabricio. I hope not, because I hope that one can get behind him again and promote him as he is one of their best MMA fighters by
Yeah.
far. I think, you know,
Yeah.
like top,
Pound for
easily
pound. Yes.
top 2 pound for pound, top 3. DJ him. I like Jared Brooks. You know I do. I'm trying to think who else, but I just think Haggerty. That was Haggerty's big moment, and he really took it.
Dude, he
But
is on
anyway,
an incredible run.
he is. Yeah.
Ghost, I know Ghost is like, oh, you guys are talking about best strikers in the world. We just say these things, okay? It's not. Of course, some of these dudes are the best strikers in the world, and what is it? I'm not saying he is the best striker in the world, but he is one of them. He's proven it, right? He beat Nang O, who was probably the most decorated striker in one championship, right? If you look at the numbers, if you look at the title defenses and who he's beaten, right? And Haggerty went out there and starched him. And he did the same thing to Fabricio, man. I'm just excited for I'm excited for what's next for Haggerty, to be honest with you. Because now he's got my full 100% attention. You know, Nongo fight was great, but then he went out there and did this. You know, like I want to see him fight in MMA, to be honest.
Yeah, I think with Haggerty, I am ashamed to say, you know, I still had a little bit of doubt there. He's got my full attention as well, and I think a star was really born. And especially if he takes his time and goes into MMA, I think he could become a multimillionaire if he plays his cards right. He's 26. The
He's got to play the
improvements,
game.
play
He's
the
got to
game, but
play the game.
improvements you've seen in him for the last 4 years, incredible. He's got a hit list. He said after Rodtang, Superlek, Tawanchai. Did you see the footage? They had a event in Bangkok on Wednesday. It was a business B2B event, and then they did a face-off, Tawanchai and Haggerty. That fight could happen, and I've got some fun quotes from Chatri about that. I'm going to drop a bit later, maybe tomorrow. We'll see what happens tonight. But Haggerty, the world is his oyster. The world's at his feet. Whatever cliche you want to use right now, Haggerty. I think Jonathan Haggerty is the man in one championship. He's riding an incredible couple of victories right now. And as much as you may want to shit on the opponent, Fabricio, but I tell you, people aren't lining up to fight Fabricio Andrade. No. And if you still want to doubt him, see what he does to whoever he fights next in MMA. But look, Jonathan Haggerty is the man. Props to him. So many exciting fights for him, John. Think about it. Like you said, Rodtang, Superlek, Tawanchai. There's contenders in his division. There's Felipe Lobo. They had a little bit of an altercation in the ring as well. We're going to get into that, I think. But let's talk
get
about
that. Why not? It's connected to what we're talking about.
Yeah. So. Okay. All right. So what do you want to talk
Lobo
first? Lobo or Ramazanov and Mehdi? Because there's so much.
Let's talk about Lobo first, because it's connected to Haggerty, anyways, right? So in the ring, Lobo was in the corner of Fabricio Andrade, and then after the fight, they had some words, right? From what I heard is that Lobo has one recollection of the altercation, and Jonathan Haggerty has another. Now you can inform us what exactly was what happened.
Okay, so I spoke to Felipe Lobo briefly, and this is what he said to me. So I put it on the screen. His recollection is that Haggerty came over and said, "You're next." Then I said, "Yeah, let's see what's going to happen next." Then he started saying, "Oh, you're nobody, blah, blah, blah." He started saying a lot of things I couldn't understand because his coach was saying a lot of things as well. Yeah, Lyndon Knowles, Jonathan's coach, came over and I think Lyndon sort of misunderstood the situation, and he came over and said, like, let John celebrate, let him celebrate. But he hadn't caught the first part of the conversation, which is Jonathan went over originally and then he kind of consoled Fabricio. They paid their respects. He shook hands with John Boy, and then he saw Lobo, and I think he knew the cameras on him, and he said, "You're next," and they got into it. I mean, if Jonathan did anything wrong, I think he didn't need to antagonize Lobo. I don't think Lobo antagonized him at all. But I have no clue what happened. We only know it's two sides to the story. So what I do like is there's beef and it sets up a fight. You know what I mean? And I think Jonathan is aware of that. He's a smart man. He's young, but he's smart. He knows he's got that instinct to set up his next fight in the minutes after he's finished a fight. You know what I mean? That reminds me of the best people in this industry. You know what I mean? You're setting up your next pay-per-view. You know what I mean? You're setting up your next big payday. I like that. I want to see that fight now because of what happened. It's excellent. It's perfect. And Lobo should be thankful, I think, because Lobo is getting that shine now, and Lobo is gonna fight Semapet. They're planned to fight next month, but I want to see Jonathan Haggerty v Lobo. I don't want to see Lobo v Semapet again because Semapet already lost to Lobo in April when Haggerty beat Nong O. That was the event when Haggerty and Andrade had their beef. So, do you think, John, they should just fast track to?
Yeah, they should be the main event of One Fight Night 17. Yeah, did Jonathan Haggerty go back to the UK yet? Let's dig deep. Let's dig in there. Is he still in Thailand? Is he training again?
Yeah, he's staying for 3 more months, I think. Yeah.
Whoa.
Why don't we do it, huh?
I don't know.
They need a main event for sure. Because
I'm just tossing it up. Maybe it's gonna be Jonathan Haggerty versus Nong O rematch.
I don't know about that. There's options, but they do need a main event because we'll get into this later. Tawanchai Superbon is off, but I guess we need to talk about Haggerty and Ramazanov, which was the other beef in the ring. So John, I was in the back. I was out there for the fight, and then I ran to the back to go and because the Wi-Fi is terrible in the stadium where I can't get on it. You know what I mean? So I wanted to go and post the video of the knockout.
Mm-hmm.
And then I didn't even know this happened, but you were there. What did you see Ramazanov get in the ring?
No, I didn't even see him get in the ring. I looked up and Ramazanov was in the ring already. I didn't, it didn't seem like he had much resistance entering the ring. So I don't know. And I didn't even never expected him to be like coming in there. I didn't like he would be one of the last people I expect to hop in the ring to face off against Jonathan Haggerty. I don't see him as any potential opponent for Jonathan Haggerty.
Well, he is ranked number 2 in his division, right? So I get it. And he probably thought with the best intentions, I'm going to go and make a name for myself, right? And I understand because a lot, as well as I do, a lot of fighters have been on the sidelines in kickboxing and MMA, especially kind of hoping for chances, and they're asking for chances on social media. And maybe he thought this will get me some attention. I'll do this.
Yeah, you got some attention.
Got some attention, all right, but not the right kind. Yeah, he went in there, and he interrupted Haggerty's celebrations. Haggerty's just become 2-sport champion, won a double bonus, $100,000. He takes some shine from Haggerty's moment, and I don't think Haggerty really cared. He entertained. He handled it quite well. He came off much better in that than Ramazanov, but it did not go down well with the man who matters most, Chatri, and it didn't go down well with officials at Lumpini. And what I was told by Chatri, you can see the stories, Yeah, Tristan's joining us. So Tristan, right, John?
Yes.
Yeah, what's up, bro?
Up? Yeah, how are you? Tristan, why don't you tell us
now, bro?
Oh, he's back in South Korea, huh?
Oh, you're back in South Korea?
Yeah. I'll be back in a couple of weeks. No worries.
What's up, Nick? Sorry.
Yeah, we're good. I mean, we're just talking about this Ramazanov thing. what's your take on it? Like, how did you see it happening?
You know, I woke up and watched the fights. At first, I thought it was staged, so I just laughed and turned off the TV. No, seriously, I thought it was staged. So I was like, Anatoly. I don't know if that was staged as well. I thought it was staged, so I just like laughed and we just turned off the TV and went back to training, the gym. So I was
So
like, oh, I
but
know. I
why
literally
did
thought it
you?
was like staged.
I understand that, and I didn't even see it. 'Cause I'm in the back, and then Chatri messages me. He says like, "Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I'm banning these guys. I'm banning Mehdi. I'm banning Alaverdi." I'm like, "What happened? I didn't even see it." And from the sound of it, it was like this crazy situation that I watched the social media clip they put out, and I thought, all right, well, if that's not planned, yeah, how did you get in the ring? And
Yeah, and
Chatri is
from
saying
what
they bypassed security, they broke through. Some other people are saying like Mehdi. Yeah, I don't want to talk about Mehdi, but Mehdi's protesting his innocence. You know what I mean? This is the big story. Mehdi, maybe I'll bring that up now because I spoke to Mehdi yesterday and he said this. I will put it on screen. He says he had nothing to do with it. Do you believe that, Tristan?
I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't there, so I can't say anything. And I know
Well,
Mehdi
look,
personally. He's a great guy, and I know he wants the best for his fighters, man. So I don't know, but no, Mehdi knows what he's doing in Thailand. He's been in Thailand for a long time. He knows how to respect people, be respectful. So I don't know, man. I don't know what happened there.
John, you were there. Did
Mhm.
you see Mehdi? Was he around the ring
I
or
didn't even
what?
see him anywhere, to be honest. I didn't see him one time throughout the whole event.
Okay.
So I have no idea. Yeah, I kind of understand what like his position is like it's his fighter, yes, but his fighter is an adult. Like he's responsible for his actions, right? I don't know if it'd be kind of crazy to tell your own fighter to do something, right? Like they're a puppet or something. Like, come on, I don't think that happened. To be honest with you, I think Ramazanov just he felt hyped and he just decided to run in there. And in most promotions, they don't want that. They don't want people running into the cage or to the ring after someone just won another title. Now they got 2 belts. It's their moment, right? You should never try to disrupt that. You're better off coming into the media room in the back and talking. That's kind of a
Yeah,
neutral ground, you know. But he didn't, and he
Yeah,
made a
we were
big mistake.
saying like maybe Ramazanov would have been better served to just hold his horses, shoot to the back while I'm interviewing Haggerty, and then
mm,
jump in. And I think that's essentially what Fabricio did, right? He was there with Lobo in April. He didn't jump in the ring after Haggerty knocked out Longo. He jumps on social media afterwards and says his piece, and then he gets a
oh,
fight for a lot of money, right? Ramazanov, I think, got it wrong. But
Yeah,
this is what Mehdi is saying: is I didn't do anything. I don't understand why I'm involved in this story. He's my fighter, but he's also an adult, and I'm not responsible for his actions. I told him there's no interest to do that. I truly said to him, wait for after the show. He didn't listen to me at all. There's more. Go check out scmp.com/martial arts for the full story. Yeah, but I have
yeah,
so many of Mehdi's fighters have been up in the comments and DMs saying like Mehdi did nothing wrong, and we're gonna hear from
yeah.
one of them later. Sinsamut's coming on in about half an hour, so we'll get
But
his side of it. But
it's up to the boss man, man. It's up to Chatri. So
yeah. Well, he
yeah,
needs to talk to the boss man. He could talk to you all day. It doesn't do anything. You got to
yeah,
talk to the source.
yeah,
does not, yeah, but yeah,
I think it might
Mehdi,
even just do worse, make it worse by talking to the media. You know what I mean? You might as well talk to them
yeah.
directly, behind the scenes and try to work something out. I don't know if going public is something that you want to do, but that's what he did. And here we are, 6 month suspension. Well, the 6 month suspension came before, but still, it's, I don't know. What does that even mean? Does that mean that he can't corner anybody? So
He's not
Pedjija
allowed into
fight?
the stadium.
Oh, so the Pedjija fight, he won't be in the corner.
yeah.
No.
I mean, he's got guys on the Friday show coming up, and he's got guys every week and girls.
Yeah, but-
They have so many fighters, right, Tristan? You know how big Venom is.
He talked to me last time. He was like, I had like 60 fighters. I was like, wow.
Yeah,
I
they're
have 10. I have a headache.
exactly.
I can't imagine him doing 60, man.
And I know that Mehdi has been a big part of Lumpini, and I think this is what I think maybe this has been some kind of. I wonder whether this is just about what happened on Saturday, or has there been an accumulation of things that have happened over the last 11 months? Has he rubbed some people the wrong way? I'm speculating right now. Has Mehdi's done some things that have pissed people off? I don't know. Like, because if he's not in the ring, I don't have a first-hand account of what his involvement was on Saturday, so I don't know. It
Yeah, I
would be
wasn't there
harsh.
too.
Yeah, I mean,
There's more to the story.
There is more
guaranteed.
to it.
There is more.
Guaranteed.
There must be
Yeah.
somebody that had an altercation. Something must have happened. You know what I mean? Like it's just, I don't know. I don't know. We don't know the
Maybe
full story.
maybe it's not one, but it's the the military does Lumpini as well. It might be the in Thai they call it the Naisanam, is the officer that takes care of the stadium. He might have rubbed him the wrong way as well. Might
Yeah.
have
Well, yeah, Anonymous is saying this sounds like the military where if you have someone that fucks up. Well, I know firsthand there's a bunch of military at Lumpini and they get
yeah,
very
because
annoyed.
yeah,
If
they're
the media come back and forth, right? We have to go back and forth from the room to the seats, and then they have got really pissed off with one stuff that media are kind of like me just floating about. We need to be escorted. So now I understand that, and I make sure I ask a PR, can you take me to the stadium, please?
In that
and
voice.
yeah, yeah. So
yeah.
a few other media have fallen foul of this as well. But it's the
Oh,
rules. You just got to play by the
Yeah.
rules. You can
Yeah.
you can moan about it. You can throw your toys out of the pram, but it's the rules. And these guys have guns. They got like big
Yeah.
guns.
Yeah. They're military, man. Like you can't argue with them. They're
They
not.
carried
Yeah,
M16s, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
They
proud
got
on
dogs
messing with
out there. You know, like
Yeah, they
Yeah.
got bomb sniffing dogs, everything, bro. Friday fights,
everything.
man. Oh my god.
You can't play
Yeah.
I'm going there
around.
tomorrow actually to watch the Friday fights. Yeah.
Nice.
The military base is right next to Lumpini. Like just between the 7-Eleven and Lumpini, that's where their base is. So they
Yeah.
come out of there. So I don't know how he got past that much security, but it's ridiculous, right?
There is a story here. I'm sure we don't know all the facts,
Yeah.
but the fact we know is that Mehdi and Alaverdi banned for 6 months, which is pretty
We
bad
need to
for
get Ramazanov on
Venom.
here to explain himself. That's what we need, right?
Yeah.
That's what we need. But that probably won't happen because
Well, Sinsamut's gonna be here in a bit, so we'll ask him
Well,
what's going on.
it's hard
But
to have someone else speak on someone else's,
Behalf.
experience. Yeah, on their behalf is kind
Yeah.
of, it could get you in trouble. You know what I mean? Like they
Could
don't
do,
want to do
could do.
that.
Yeah.
right. Well, there's some comments I'll do. John Nico Malola says, "Where's the video that they went to the ring unchallenged?" I think Grant said that. Has anyone got video of where Mehdi was or what?
Send it to Nick.
I heard some people saying that Mehdi had pushed security aside, and this is all claims. I'm not saying it's the truth, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Can't
say, man.
What you might know, Tristan. What's the issue with Venom and One? I think for me, it stems from Venom's sponsorship of the UFC, right? And they used to be a bit more active with sponsoring One. But is that it?
Yeah,
Do you know?
yeah. Yeah, I think that's the big issue. UFC and Venom. Because City Chai was sponsored. We were sponsored by Venom once, and we were all kitted out in Venom gear when he fought David Kiria the third time. And we were all wearing Venom gear. And then that week, that Venom ban happened. And then, oh shit, someone's calling me. I gotta do it quick. And then they switched him into like some normal gear. Okay, I gotta pick up this one. I'll be right back, boys.
No worries. Yeah. Venom. I know that you're not allowed to wear Venom on camera in the weigh-ins and things like that. There's some sort of fallout there, so I don't want to say this is playing into the Mehdi situation, but it can't help that their relationship is strained. I even think that the fighters have to be said when they pronounced their entrance, they're like Team Medis 2, not Venom training camp, right?
Yeah, that's weird, right?
It is weird. There's stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff going on, but
Behind the scenes stuff.
behind the scenes. But look, John, Can you take some questions here? Give me 2 minutes. I'm gonna put one on screen for you.
Right.
If you have a question for John, ask it now. But otherwise, I'll leave you with a topic. I'm wondering what else we can, because we've got to gloss over a lot of stuff. Maybe we can get into it a bit longer. But this was the big issues. But the other knock-on effect, yes, is what now for Haggerty? Do you want to see him with Lobo? I think I do. Do we want to do this matchup in December? Can they get out of that semi-pitch fight? I don't think there's any other fights, right, for main event, because Tawanchai and Superbon is off, and that's going to be our next topic. So, realistically, can you think of any other main event they could do? On 3 weeks later.
Yeah, Jonathan Haggerty is still in Thailand. He's going to be there for the next 3 months. There must be a reason for that, right? Because usually when he fights, he goes back to the UK and, spends some time over there. He's back with his family now. He's staying. I think that Jonathan Haggerty is going to fight again this year. I believe so. I think he's going to fight Lobo. I think they're going to pull Lobo off the Samapech fight, and Lobo is going to fight Jonathan Haggerty. This is my my vision. The people on the movie 300 where they go to those people and they give you the visions. Like, I went to those people and they told me Jonathan Haggerty versus Lobo, one fight night, 17. That's the next one, right?
That's
16.
it.
There you go.
17 is next. 17.
You heard it here first. No sources. I have no sources, but that's what I think is going to happen. Jonathan Haggerty, Lobo, world title fight.
Well, how about this? I'll leave you this question. I'm coming back in 2 minutes. What about getting Brooks in and Pasio as a main event? Would that work for Fight Night 17?
I think it would work.
Rematch, yes. I think that works too.
Yeah, I think it would work. I think both of them are ready. It all depends on Pasio because he just recently fought. But he told me after he fought that he'll be ready in December. So
yeah, all the boys want to fight too. So why not?
Yeah.
If they can go, I think they can go, man.
Yeah, just give them the contract. Let's see, Jared Brooks. We haven't had when's the last time we've had a MMA main event? Besides, Stamp versus Ham.
Tan Lee.
Oh, that's right. But that was wasn't originally a main event, right? There was another.
I think that was co-main.
That was originally co-main, and Haggerty and Fabricio was the original main event, but they pushed that up. So we need to have more MMA main events. I think it's time.
Anatoly versus the Iranian wouldn't be bad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Anatoly hasn't fought in a while. The Iranian hasn't fought in a while. That's actually a good idea. Those two those are good options right there. I think Anatoly's ready. Heavyweights. They're ready anytime.
They're always ready.
Yeah, they are.
They're so big, they don't have to cut that much weight, brother.
No. The weight is not a problem.
Yeah, bro. In Singapore, they was just chilling with us the whole time, bro. They're just even joking about the weight and the water.
Yeah.
I was like, huh?
Just laughing at everybody else. Yeah. What are you guys even doing? Like, I'm just living my regular life. I'm just gonna go fight. It's I like the Anatoly idea. I think Anatoly, he needs to fight, man. He's a big attraction. Do you think he's a big attraction?
Dude, yeah, I was there when he fought what's his name? Arjun Buller.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there when Kasilichai fought the same day. He was a co-main before Anatoly, and I was like, bro, this guy's got it, man.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yeah. I'm back. Sorry,
I was there with my family, bro. They were
like, hydration test.
He was gonna smash him. I was like, yeah, he probably will.
You chicken.
Yeah. Speaking of Ramazanov, Pet Marakot Pigeon D Academy officially retired.
Yeah, so that's another topic we're gonna do.
Wow.
Shall we do that now, or do you want to do Tawanchai Superbon first? I'm gonna put it to the floor.
I can do it now because my father fought him last, and he retired after that.
All right. Quickly, we're gonna do Pet Marcotte. So I'm a huge fan of Pet Marcotte. I was sad when he left one because of that whole situation. He's
Yeah.
29. Like
He's
Yeah, but
30
it's
this
Muay
year.
Thai. It's Muay
But
Thai
it's
though.
Muay Thai.
he's been fighting since he was like 6 or 7, man. You can
Yeah.
understand. These
How
guys
many
been
fights
doing it
has he had?
for
Wow.
officially or unofficially.
Unofficially.
Probably 400, 500 maybe.
Dang, come on. I'd be like,
I
yeah,
think
that's fine.
because they work their way up from outside of Bangkok, and some people when they get inside of Bangkok, some of them don't even keep count. Like some of my guys had like 100 fights just outside of Bangkok, and then and when they get to Bangkok, they start counting.
Well, look, he posted on Facebook saying, "Yeah, I would just want to stop. Thank you for everything. I quit." It seems quite abrupt. Abrupt. A lot of people are upset and sad. I always said I was gutted for him that they ran that Giorgio Petrosian fight back. You know, I really wanted him to get $1 million.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that was
One of
bad.
a handful of fights that one have overturned.
Man,
It
Eagle
yeah.
Khan, man, Pet Marcotte was and slash is a legend of the current generation. Sad we want to see him rematch Tawanchai, or fight Danny. Yeah, I don't know. We kind of joked about it backstage, him rematching Tawanchai, and he's like, "Nah, you cut me open last time." So, but he's retired now, so I can't say anything, man. I think he's gonna go be a trainer somewhere and live somewhere nice and maybe a trainer overseas. And now I think
Yeah, he's gonna make some money.
best wishes to him and the rest of the team Pit D, man.
Well, Al C
But this
thinks he beat
was
Tawanchai and
yeah,
Petrosian. I don't know.
maybe. I would
I
say
still think
Tawanchai just won that fight, but the scorecard was just a bit ridiculous. The one that just gave it like a landslide to Tawanchai. It was much closer than that referee
Yeah,
was looking at.
very
To be
controversial,
honest.
right?
Yeah.
that was weird because it was still in the closed arena era of one, and I think I remember watching it from the what's it called, the aisle, at Singapore Stadium, where kind of between the media room and I was just sort of hanging around there watching, but it
Oh
was weird.
yeah.
Yeah, you kind of it was strange. I wish that fight had been in front of a crowd. Yeah, I feel like Pet Maricot's time in one just came to an untimely end. I wish he'd been able to do this Lumpini stage that they've had, this year. I think he deserved that. And I know everything
He's a
that went down between them was messy, but
Yeah, man, he's a former Lumpini champion as well. Should have the honor of just fighting in the modern Lumpini where all eyes from the world is watching it too, man.
yeah, and I mean, we've seen it a few times. Our retirements forever in Muay Thai. We've seen Sam A come back, and could Pit Maricot just take a year off and then maybe say, you know what, I can still do this, and then maybe I think he would. Would you think he would want to get back with one? That's my point. Can he ever get back with one? Because
I don't think so.
It's up to the gym boss, man.
Yeah, and also he's retired. I think. How many Muay Thai fighters retire and then come back? Do they? A lot.
Some of them do, some of them don't. Some of them come back and then it's not the same.
Yeah, and
I've
you don't
had
want to
I've
come
had
back and
I've had
face
someone
the guy.
here who's come back and like they try and it's like, oh, it's not the same, and then they end up more like, how do you say, less motivation and less confidence.
Mm.
It just takes the confidence, and I feel bad for him sometimes. But once in a blue moon, you get like a great comes back from retirement like Same, and he just dominates, man.
Yeah,
But
it's a
like
young man's
the
game.
news in Thailand, it was like Kapitan Pet Indi, Ritoda Pet Indi. They were saying they were gonna retire, but not Pet Maricot. They were like, but this has totally come out of like nowhere. Because in the news in Thailand, it was like Pet Indi team was like Kapitan and Ritoda saying like, oh, we're getting old now. We feel like retiring, but they're like 29, 27, 28 or something. They're saying like, oh, they want to retire, but this Pet Maricot news just dropped like a bomb, man, like out of nowhere.
I
It
heard
was a
some
shock.
stuff. I heard some stuff before it happened, to be honest. When I was in Thailand, I heard some stuff before it happened. So I knew it was coming. I thought it already happened because I heard some stuff. I thought it already happened because I don't really follow the Thai news, right? So I thought it already happened in the Thai news, and then it came out today or yesterday. And I was like, "Whoa!"
Yeah,
It's
came out
official.
last night, bro. Last night at like 10 p.m., bro. Before I went to sleep, just said
Man.
Pit Marco retired. I was like, what? Crazy.
It is
I saw him
crazy.
backstage at the finals for the tournament. I had my fighter in, and he was like so nice, and he was hugging all the younger boys, saying like whispering stuff into my fighter's ear. Like I was like, he's so nice for some reason. And then this news came, and I was like, damn. Because when we fought, he was trying to psych him out backstage, just making loud noises to psych him out. So I was like, oh yeah, he's doing his vet thing where he just tries to psych out our guy. So I was like, okay. But then he congratulated both the finalists, and then this news dropped about a month after, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's sad.
Crazy.
It is sad. You know, he's one of my favorites. I only started covering one in 2019, and he immediately, you have a list of fighters that you just love, regardless. He was on my list. Always loved Pet Muricard. I hated that thing with Giorgio happened, and I was always rooting for him, and it was so sad to see him leave. I was glad he got to win a belt, before he left. But all the best for him. If he comes back, all the best still. Let's see what happens. But look, we got about 15 minutes till Sinsamut here. So I just want to talk about Tawanchai and Superbon first. So
yes, the sushi incident.
The sushi incident. Yeah. So
everybody's like, "Hey, how's he out there eating sushi when he's supposed to be in the hospital?"
Oh my God, what happened? Let's try and
so
figure out
many
the
rumors
timeline.
going around, man. So many rumors.
Now it's flipped, right? Superbon, when he got injured, there was all these rumors going around. Superbon's hired and he's ducking. Now it's like flipped. Now Tawanchai is injured. He's hired and he's ducking. He's eating sushi at the restaurant, but he's supposed to be in the hospital. What's going on, man?
There's other pictures of Tawanchai out there of doing other things,
Yeah, bro.
Doing what? I haven't seen those.
He was at a EDM festival that was in town. Waterzonic.
You need to stop posting things online.
Yeah,
please.
It's not even him that posted it. It's like a rumor.
Yeah. Oh, it's a rumor. It's kind of like Rotang, right? At the water park type thing.
Yeah, but we had image proof of that.
Yeah. Thai media, the Thai media, Tristan, tell us.
Thai people post everything on Facebook. It's like Twitter of Thailand, Yeah. They say everything. They post everything on Facebook. Like literally, Pit Muricard, he posted on his Facebook. Facebook is retiring. It's crazy.
Well, all right. Here's a timeline. So I got the news. Yeah, I broke the news pretty soon after the end of Saturday's show that Tawanchai is out of the fight because he had a serious virus. He'd been in hospital all week, and then I got
it from the sushi or the EDM festival.
Yeah, who knows?
Combination.
And then there's a picture that comes out him having dinner. Yeah, sushi dinner, omakase with what I presume maybe is a sponsor or someone, or was it celebrity?
It was the doctors, probably. I don't know.
I'm not. My mom watches Thai TV, bro. They're like, some of them are like celebrities.
Celebrity. Okay, so maybe he's like obligated to go and do this. I don't know because of sponsors, but
so he left the hospital bed because he's obligated.
He got out on Saturday, same day as the show. What I told. Superbon had no idea about this. Superbon's at the show thinking we're gonna have a face-off in the ring, promote this fight. Superbon's there. It's like, what the hell's going on? This news drops. Superbon is, even more clueless, pissed off, I imagine. And then, Tawanchai's out of hospital, goes and has dinner. Then I got hold of a picture of Tawanchai in a hospital bed on an IV drip. Clarification: he had been in hospital for a week, and they're gonna rebook the fight, and then they rebook it for. I broke the news again for 22nd of December. One Friday fight's 46. So I think that's the best case scenario. Is at least it's not like Khabib Ferguson type of thing where we never know what's going to happen again. It's 3 weeks later or whatever. So
don't jinx it now, man.
yeah,
Yeah,
don't jinx
come
it.
on,
Don't
Slick
jinx it,
Nick. Now you're being Slick Nick. Don't jinx it.
Yeah,
Next thing you know, they're both gonna be sick in the hospital next to each other. Like,
Yeah.
Oh man,
right.
from like September to November, I dread, man, because the weather is so unpredictable, and anyone can get sick, man.
yeah,
Anyone. Like the rain, it gets rain, it gets hot, then it rains, it gets cooler, and then it gets like beaming hot, and then it rains again. Like it's so unpredictable, and sometimes your body is not used to regulating that kind of, that kind of body temperature. Sometimes you're really hot, sometimes you're really cool from the rain, and you're really wet, and then when it gets hot, it's like beaming hot. Like, ugh.
the worst is at night when it's raining. You get stuck in the rain on your motorbike, and it's just freezing cold, and you're just like shivering, like on your bike. You're like, I'm gonna be sick tomorrow. Like,
See,
you know.
that's you, man. I drive a car.
No, I have a car now, but I'm just saying, like, I've had those
Yeah.
experiences.
I've been to Phuket, man. I'd rather get a car than a motorbike, man. The weather is so unpredictable.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, look, we know that they're going to fight 22nd December. So, Phi's here. So Phi's going to translate for Sinsamut, but she's muted and in the background, so we'll leave her alone for now. Sinsamut Klinmee is coming up in 8 minutes, everyone. And then we also got Rui Botelho a bit later.
So
A
do you
lot
want
of
me to
stuff
ask
to talk with
questions
both of them.
in Thai or English?
Well, we got Phi to translate, but yeah, whatever. It's a party. It's a free for all here.
Yeah.
Whatever we want.
Remember when we had like 10 people in here for Rug?
Oh yeah. Yeah. One of them just sat there doing nothing, and then
it was
just turned
crazy.
out like no one knew who he was. Like,
Go back and watch that one. That was wild.
Rug and
He had his friends in the
Elaine
his
Milani
podcast,
just-
just sitting
yeah,
there,
just
just watching
chilling.
him with their cameras on. It was wild.
Mm.
Takeru, come on.
Yeah, all
Isn't
right.
that some
So
news?
we
Is
have a
it
lot of
Takeru or
other
Takaru? Come
news to
on.
talk
What
about.
is it? How do you say that?
Takeru. That's how I say it.
Takaru. Yeah, I've been told I pronounced it wrong. Takeru. So Takaru. Yeah, Takeru. No, Takaru. Someone tell us.
Did you watch Borkhao vs Sanchai? Yeah, I did. Bro, Borkhao was so big, man, compared to Sanchai.
Yeah, this was the other big fight on Saturday. Was it Sunday? Saturday.
Saturday
Sunday.
night, man.
Yeah.
Saturday night in Pattaya.
Yeah.
Yeah. Borkhao was so big compared to Sanchai, man. But
Yeah, that was a mismatch. That was a mismatch.
These are two guys like, I don't know. I think in their late prime, I can say maybe, is they put up a fight, man. Everyone was saying like, oh, they're gonna fight, like they're gonna fake fight. They're not gonna fight for real. But they fought for real, man. Like Sanchai broke his hand in the second round. So yeah, they went at it.
Props to them. They went at it.
Pardon me?
They went at it.
Oh yeah, man.
And now he wants to fight Conor McGregor, apparently.
Oh,
Work
come
out.
on.
Yeah.
And I want to fight, Britney Spears, but that's not going to happen. That's big money right there.
Oh yeah. Someone
That's big
in
money.
Thai media asked Borkhao, "Why don't you come to one?" And Borkhao replied, "Because they're not matching what what the other promotions are paying me now." And I was like, "What? Seriously?"
Yeah, he gets.
Well,
One's
what's he
got money,
getting?
man.
What's he
Don't
getting?
know, man. Don't know.
Yeah,
He
they
keeps
just
it kinda
dropped
quiet, man.
$250K last event on bonuses. They got money.
Yeah, one's got money, man.
I'm sure they'd pay him if it came to it.
But who would he fight though?
Yeah, I think one's kind of gone away from this. In the old days, one would have done that, but now I think they're trying to grow their own talent. They're trying to grow their own stars. It's cheaper
Yeah.
that way as well.
Very cheap.
Stop paying loads of money for UFC cast-offs and things. I agree with that. But yeah, because you never know. You get some good people from older promotions, but it's cheaper to just build your own people, go into the remote areas of the world, find the new stars, the next generation, like they've done. Anatoly Malakin, I think, is a great fighter.
They found
was
him, yeah.
Unknown, yeah, great
Yeah,
fight.
nobody knew who he was.
Fabricio Andrade, great fighter. There's a bunch of people there unearthing. Ilya Freymanov. I'm sure there's many more I can think of if I think about it. But yes, right, we're gonna have Sinsamut Klinmee soon. We still have a bunch of news to talk about, which we haven't gotten into. Hopefully, we'll get time to talk about Mexon Pet Gija is another thing. They dropped that fight on Monday last week. There's so many other things. We got some of these fights for next month. Edgar Tabarez and Johan Ghazali. Oh my god, that's crazy matchmaking.
Who is Takeru fighting?
Takeru's in camp. He's in camp. I don't know if he's got a fight. An opponent
Rodtang,
booked.
please.
Rodtang's
Super
hand is injured.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Rodtang's
Super
not fighting.
Please, super leg.
Here's what I would do. Takeru v.
get the
Rodtang.
virus.
And then the winner fights Superlek for the kickboxing title.
Ooh. That works,
about
man.
that?
Number
Yeah,
one
it works.
contender fight, yeah.
Yeah. Because I think if you're going to do the Rodtang Superlek rematch, it's still better to do the kickboxing belt because Superlek missed weight. I don't know. I still think the first fight should have been for kickboxing, not Muay Thai. I die on that hill.
Or you can do interim. Because
You
you can get 5 rounds and sell it, 5 rounds of kickboxing, Takeru versus Superlek. 5 rounds for the interim.
That would be
Rotang versus Superlek, sorry. 5 rounds
Yeah, that's
for the
fine by me.
interim flyweight kickboxing.
In Tokyo,
anything
that
happens,
sells
it's-
out an arena. Tokyo in January.
But
Sign
if
me
he's
up.
in camp, that means most likely he's gonna fight in December, right?
22nd December. The
Yeah,
full
yeah.
card has been revealed yet,
But
Exactly.
you don't waste Takeru's debut on
Yeah, Friday
a show
fights.
it's going to
That's
sell
more
out
for the
anyway.
Thai crowd, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the show's already probably sold out before they
know what?
click the button. You can sell 20,000 seats in Tokyo for that show in January with Takeru
Oh, that's
against
right.
a body. It doesn't have to be Rodtang. It could be a
So-
warm body. It could be a lifeless doll. People are going to pay money to watch that.
So Japan January looks really, really solid right now with Takeru in camp. Getting
So
ready for a
is
fight.
it confirmed that it's Japan in January?
No, but it just seems like it's gonna
Ah.
happen,
That's
right?
the grapevine
sense.
tells me late January, Tokyo.
I heard it through the grapevine. You know that
Exactly.
song?
I know it.
The Dancing Raisins? Oh yeah, that's just I think it's too much older people know that. Anyways, yeah, that makes sense, right? Who else would be on that card? Let's play some hypotheticals. Like Tristan, who would you like on that card? Do you have anybody in Japan? That's a nice little trip, right? For you.
They need to start getting the MMA
So,
champions booked.
If the
again.
venue is Tokyo Dome, please get me on it, bro. I've seen it since I was a kid, man. I wanted to go.
Who you got though that would go and fight? You know what I mean? Like who'd be ready at that time, do you think?
The man City Chai is back in camp
Okay.
because congratulations him. His baby is coming early 2024 as well. Second one. And Mr. Legatron is back in camp as well, just training for now, getting in better nick.
Well, look,
Yeah.
book them. But I think we're going to
Akimoto?
see a lot
What
of.
about Akimoto?
I'd like to see Akimoto.
Ooh, Akimoto, yeah.
If Haggerty
60.
doesn't fight Lobo, then Akimoto Haggerty
In Japan.
in Japan, I'm down for.
Oh.
No, Haggerty
sounds
Asa.
good.
Haggerty Ace.
How's Asa's arm?
Oh, Sinsamut is here. I'm going to bring him on. We'll come back to this chat. All right.
Okay.
Sinsamut, Klinmee, and I'm going to
Okay.
bring Phi in. But Sinsamut, I'm going to try and put him on the main. How do I do it? Here you go. How are you doing, Sinsamut?
สวัสดีครับ
Indeed. There it is. I'm going to push him over here. Phi, can you hear us as well?
Yes, I can hear you guys.
Oh, great. All right. So we have got Sinsamut Klinmee fresh from a victory at one fight night 16 over Musin Chafi. Sinsamut, we didn't get to speak to you after the fight because I think you had an injury with your teeth or something. Can you talk us through what happened?
ก็วันนั้นไม่ได้คุยกันเนาะอยากให้เพราะว่าเหมือนแบบบาดเจ็บใช่ไหมคะที่ริมฝีปากอยากจะให้เล่าให้ฟังหน่อยค่ะว่าเหมือนแบบอาการบาดเจ็บมีตรงไหนเกิดขึ้นได้ยังไง
ก็เป็นจังหวะที่เข้าวงในครับแล้วผมลืมระวังลูกศอกเขาเหวี่ยงศอกมันเป็นจังหวะฟัดเหวี่ยงกันครับก็เลยแตก
It was during the time that I went inside and I wasn't really careful about his elbow so it was his elbow that broke my lips basically
Are you feeling better now? You're all recovered?
ตอนนี้เป็นไงบ้างคะหายดีแล้ว
ใหม่ยังไม่หลุดเลยก็ยังไม่100%ก็พูดได้ดีกว่าเดิมยังหัวเราะได้ไม่เต็มที่
it's not a 100
ยิ้มแล้วก็กินอะไรอ่ะ
กินถั่วพี่
it's not 100% yet I still have to cut the stitch but I can laugh but not 100% I can and talk but it's still not back to completely normal
Well, good to see you're doing better. I also saw you wore some pink shorts in the fight, and some people told me that it was a gender reveal for your baby. Is that right? You're going to have a baby girl next year.
ก็เห็นใส่กางเกงมวยสีชมพูมาวันนั้นเห็นเขาบอกว่าอันนี้จะเป็นแบบบอกเพศของลูกด้วยใช่ไหมอันนี้ก็คือเหมือนได้ลูกสาวใช่ไหมคะ
ใช่ครับผมถูกต้องเลย
Yes exactly baby girl next year
Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Yeah. Also, look, I want to talk about this fight. A lot of people were loving this fight. It seemed really close. Were you worried, Sinsamut, that the decision might go the other way, that the judges would not give it to you? Some people said it was closer. You won, I think, 29-28 on all three scorecards.
ก็อยากจะชวนคุยเรื่องไฟท์วันนั้นหน่อยเพราะว่าดูแบบสูสีกันมากๆเลยเราก็ชนะแบบว่า29-28ทั้ง3ยกเลยเนาะเหมือนตอนแรกเขาก็เสียวๆอยู่กลัวว่าอีกคนนึงจะชนะก็อยากจะชวนคุยเรื่องไฟท์ครั้งนั้นหน่อยเป็นไงบ้างคะ
ก็เป็นการวางแผนของโค้ชอันที่จริงผมไม่ชอบต่อยเป็นมวยแบบว่าหนีหรือว่าติดชึ่งผมก็เป็นคนที่ชอบบวกเหมือนกันแต่พอดีเราเจอคู่ชกที่ตัวใหญ่กว่าเราก็ต้องต่อยด้วยมันสมองหลบซ้ายหลบขวาไม่ใช่ไปบวกกับเขาซึ่งหน้า
well that fight it wasn't really my style I like to be aggressive normally I like to go forward but he was a bit heavier than me so like it was the game plan that was planned from my coach that I kind of like have to be a bit more technical in order to win the fight
Yeah, so Musin, he missed weight by, I think, 5 pounds. He initially weighed in over 7 pounds heavier than you. What were you thinking, Sinsamut, when you saw that? You know, were you tempted to not accept the fight, or were you always going to accept the fight?
เหมือนตอนที่มูจินเขามาชั่งน้ำหนักตอนแรกก็คือ177.5คือเกินไปเยอะมากแล้วพอมาชั่งครั้งที่2ก็ยังเกินอยู่ประมาณแบบ4โลครึ่ง5โลอย่างเงี้ยตอนนั้นเราคิดว่าจะปฏิเสธการชกไหมหรือว่าตอนนั้นเราคิดว่ายังไง
ก็ผมคุยกับมิดี้นะผมก็บอกว่าโอ๊ยช่วยให้เขาลดลงมาหน่อยได้ไหมเหลือสัก 2-3 ปอนด์ก็ยังดีผมก็คุยแบบนี้แล้วมิดี้บอกเขาทำลงมาได้ไม่ถึงเหลืออยู่4ปอนด์กว่า4ปอนด์ครึ่งผมก็บอกว่าผมตัดสินใจที่จะต่อยแล้วผมรอไม่ได้แล้วผมไม่อยากรออีก 2-3 เดือนผมเชื่อว่ามันยังมีคนที่อยากดูผมต่อยแล้วก็ครอบครัวผมก็อยากดูผมต่อยผมก็อยากจะสู้แล้วผมซ้อมมาเหนื่อยมากแล้วก็ไม่อยากรออีกต่อไปแล้วก็อยากจะสู้
well initially when he was exceeded by 7.5 pounds I was talking to Mehdi and asked him is it possible for my opponent to bring down probably like maybe like extra 2-3 pounds like over like 2-3 pounds is okay but then like he couldn't do it so it was like 4.5 I think pounds over when he did the second weight in then I was thinking that like I didn't want to wait more like 2-3 months. I have already trained hard. I have already like put in the work. So I just wanted to do it.
That's it. A champion's mindset. I love it, Sinsamut. But what now for you? Who do you want next? There's a few other people swimming around in this division. There's Dmitry Menshikov. There's Rungrawi Legatron, who is one of Tristan's boys. There's Liam Nolan again. That rematch, you were initially supposed to fight Liam Nolan. Who do you want to fight next?
ก็เหมือนแบบอยากคนต่อไปเนี่ยอยากจะเจอใครก็มันรุ่นเราเนาะก็มีทั้งแบบมีดิมิทรีมีลุงลาวีแล้วก็มีเหมือนแบบเลียมโนแลนอาจจะเป็นรีแมชอะไรอย่างเงี้ยจริงๆแล้วเราอยากเจอใครคะ
อันที่จริงผมก็อยากเจอกับลีเกียนผมอยากจะเอาแชมป์คืนก็อยากจะเป็นแชมป์ให้ได้ผมไม่ได้อยากจะเจอกับเลียมอีกรอบนึงผมไม่ชอบต่อยกับคนที่ผมเอาชนะแล้วผมก็อยากจะต่อยกับคนที่ผมต้องการที่จะต่อยก็คือลีเกียนคือเป้าหมายผมคืออย่างนี้เอาชนะเขาให้ได้มันยากนะที่จะชนะเขาแต่ผมไม่ยอมแพ้ผมจะเอาชนะเขาให้ได้
My goal right now is Regian Erso because I have already won I have already won against Liam Nolan so I do not really wish to face him again I would like more challenges like Regian Erso is probably like the most challenging opponent that I am having right now I don't want to give up I want to keep trying until I get to win him
Are you confident you can beat Reggie and Ursel if you have this trilogy fight? You've lost 2 fights to him now. The first one was very close. Second one, I think he finished you 4th round, was it? Do you think you can beat this guy? You know, if there's a third fight, have you got the necessary changes in your game plan to beat him?
ก็เราเจอลีเกียนมา2ครั้งแล้วเนอะครั้งแรกก็คือสูสีมากๆครั้งที่2เนี่ยจริงๆชนะคะแนนมาทั้ง3ยกเลยแต่มาโดนน็อกยก4เราคิดว่าถ้าเราเจอลีเกียนครั้งที่3เนี่ยเราพร้อมหรือยังในการที่จะแก้เกมในการเจอเขา
คือว่าผมพร้อมเสมอแล้วก็มั่นใจในตัวโค้ชแล้วก็มั่นใจในตัวทีมงานตอนนี้เราก็แข็งแกร่งขึ้นกว่าเดิมทีมงานก็ดีขึ้นกว่าเดิมเรามีนักกายภาพบำบัดเรามีนักคอร์สฟิตเรามีทุกอย่างแล้วบางครั้งมวยมันก็ขึ้นอยู่กับโชคด้วยแล้วก็มันก็เป็นแบบนี้แหละชีวิตนักมวยแล้วก็เราก็ต้องสู้กันต่อไปผมรู้ว่ามันจะไม่ง่ายที่จะต่อยกับเขาอีกก็ผมก็จะพัฒนาตัวเองจะให้เจอกับใครก่อนผมก็จะเจอเพื่อขึ้นไปเจอกับเขาให้ได้
Well, I am ready. I am confident in myself, my trainers, my coaches, and all the team because right now we have like such a strong team. We have trainers in CrossFit, we have different specialists to help us achieve the goals. So I would like to prove myself if I am to face anyone before facing Regan again. I am ready.
What about Rungrawi? Would you fight him? I know Tristan, you would like to see that fight happen. Would you face Legatron?
แล้วลุงลาวีเป็นไงคิดว่าคุณคริสเตียนเนี่ยน่าจะอยากเห็นไฟนี้เกิดขึ้น
โอ้ยหนักใจคนไทยต่อยกันเอง
อันที่จริงผมเป็นคนที่ไม่ชอบต่อยกับคนไทยด้วยกันแล้วก็ผมไม่อยากต่อยกับคนไทยแชมป์อยู่ที่ลีเกียนใช่ไหมเราก็ต้องไปเอาแชมป์กับลีเกียนมาให้ได้ก่อนถ้าใครเป็นแชมป์โอเคเราค่อยเจอกันหรือว่าอย่างนี้ผมคิดว่าผมเป็นแบบนี้มากกว่าอันนี้เราจะมาต่อยกันเองเพื่ออะไรเราเป็นเบอร์3เบอร์4เบอร์5เอาเบอร์3เบอร์4เบอร์5มาเจอกันแล้วเราเป็นคนไทยใช่ไหมเราเจอกันเรามาเจอกับเบอร์1ดีกว่าเอาแชมป์กลับมาเราต้องช่วยกันเอาแชมป์กลับมาก่อนแล้วเราค่อยเจอกันก็ได้ไม่ว่าลุงระวีจะเป็นแชมป์หรือว่าผมจะเป็นแชมป์ก่อนอันนี้ก็ค่อยมาเจอกันผมคิดว่าแบบนี้ดีกว่า
Oh, I think personally I wouldn't prefer to fight with Thai fighters. I would prefer to just us power up to get the belt from this weight division. That would be the ideal situation. Maybe like if it could be me holding the champion belt, could be Rung Ravi. Like at that point, it's okay. And if someone get the belt and you have like a Thai contender to come and face either me or other people, then that's okay. But like right now, let's just team up.
Okay, well, Tristan, do you have anything to say in response?
One kickboxing, one Muay Thai. ได้สองคนนะ แล้วแต่เลย Up
That
to
sounds
you.
good.
If you want kickboxing and Muay Thai, no. There's 2 belts, man.
I'd love to see it. But look, if you have questions in the chat, please get them in now. We got Sinsamut for another 5 minutes. John, if you also have a question, I'll throw it to you in a minute. I'm just going to ask Sinsamut one more from me. Tell me what you think about this thing that happened, Sinsamut, at the end of the show with Mediza to Alaverdi Ramazanov, your gym owner, when Alaverdi got in the ring to confront Jonathan Haggerty. What's your opinion on this situation?
อยากจะถามความเห็นของเราหน่อยตอนที่ไฟท์แฮกเกอร์ตี้ที่เพิ่งผ่านมาเนาะตอนที่อาราเวอร์ดี้เขาเข้าไปในริงอะแล้วเขาก็เหมือนเข้าไปตอนช่วงที่แบบเขากำลังรับเข็มขัดกันตอนนั้นเรารู้สึกยังไงบ้างเรามีความเห็นเรื่องนี้ยังไงบ้างคะ
ความเห็นเรื่องนี้ที่มิดี้โดนแบนไปด้วยผมคิดว่ามันก็ไม่ถูกซะทีเดียวมิดี้เขาดูแลนักมวยถึง40ถึง50คนมันก็ต้องมีนักมวยคนนึงที่มีหัวรั้นหรือว่ามีนักมวยที่ดื้ออยู่แล้วคนนึงคุณจะดูนักมวยทุกคนมันก็เป็นไปไม่ได้ผมก็ถามมิดี้คุณบอกให้เขาขึ้นไปบนเวทีหรือเปล่ามิดี้บอกผมไม่ได้บอกเขาขึ้นไปเองผมคิดว่าควรที่จะลงโทษลาลาวดีคนเดียวไม่ใช่ลงโทษมิดี้ด้วยเพราะว่าเขาต้องดูแลนักมวยอีกเพราะถ้าไม่มีนักมวยเขาต่อยเกือบทุกอาทิตย์ถ้าไม่มีเขาผมคิดว่านักมวยคงหมดกำลังใจนะแล้วก็เขาเป็นแรงผลักดันของนักมวยที่จะให้นักมวยขึ้นไปสู้นะเหมือนผมถ้าเขาไม่อยู่ข้างล่างเชียร์ผมก็คิดว่าผมก็คงไม่มีกำลังใจเหมือนกันไม่มีคนที่พาผมไปต่อยวันครั้งแรกอยู่ข้างๆผมไม่มีคนเชียร์ผมอันนี้กำลังใจเป็นสิ่งที่สำคัญมากสำหรับผมนะผมไม่รู้นักมวยคนอื่นเป็นยังไงแต่สำหรับผมนี่มันผมไม่รู้โอเคประมาณเนี้ย
Well, this is just my personal opinion on the situation that happened. I feel like Mehdi, he takes care of a lot of athletes. He takes care like 40-50 athletes, and there will always be someone in that crowd who's a little bit more stubborn, or like just a little bit more they want to do what they want to do. So I just feel like maybe it's better to just punish Alaverdi alone but not Mehdi, because I also asked Mehdi like, did you ask Alaverdi to go into the ring, and he said no. So I just feel like without Mehdi coming into one Lumpini or one championship for 6 months, that affects a lot of the fighters. Because for me, if it was me and there was no Mehdi cheering for me, supporting me, it would be difficult for me too, because Mehdi is the first person to bring me to one championship, and I would love him to be beside me when I fight. And now that he cannot be there for 6 months, I think it would affect a lot of the fighters. It would affect like the motivation, the support that they have.
All right. Well, John, do you have a follow-up? Any other questions for Sinsamut?
Yeah, two questions. The first one is about the weight miss. Do you think the penalty should be harsher for weight misses and hydration fails?
ก็อันนี้จอห์นมี2คำถามนะคะเขาถามว่าเรารู้สึกว่าบทลงโทษในการที่แบบว่าไม่ผ่านค่าน้ำไม่ผ่านค่าน้ำหนักเนี่ยมันควรจะรุนแรงกว่านี้หรือเปล่าหรือว่าเราคิดว่าไง
ผมไม่รู้เหมือนกันนะแต่ผมรู้สึกว่าผมผิดพลาดไปเหมือนกันตอนที่ผมแบกเขาถึง5 ปอนด์ผมก็รู้สึกผิดพลาดแล้วก็รู้สึกสงสารตัวเองโอ้โหทำไมกูขึ้นไปต่อยว่าแล้วกูก็เจ็บตัวเยอะมากเลยผมก็พูดกับตัวเองเนาะแบบนี้ผมก็รู้สึกว่าโอ๊ยผมไม่รู้จะบทลงโทษอะไรแต่ผมตัดสินใจขึ้นไปต่อยเองแล้วผมก็เลยต้องแต่มันก็คือข้อผิดพลาดของผมแล้วผมก็คือการเรียนรู้ของผม
I don't know if the punishment should be harsher, because it just I don't have opinion on this matter, but what happened is that I feel like it's more of my fault and my mistake that I accept the fight which the opponent is like 5 pounds heavier than me, and I just got hurt more than I would expect myself to be hurt. And yeah, I feel like it's a more of a lesson learned from my part.
All right, and during the fight, Chafi was throwing his hands up, telling you to come forward. What were you thinking when he was doing that during the fight?
เหมือนตอนที่เราต่อยเหมือนคุณชาตรีเขาก็เหมือนทำท่าเหมือนให้เราแบบว่าบุกเข้าไปสู้ตอนนั้น
ใครนะคุณชัด
คุณชา
No,
ตรี
Chaffee.
Chafi.
Chaffee.
Oh,
ฝั่ง
sorry,
ฝั่งตรง
sorry.
ข้ามฝั่งตรงข้ามครับฝั่งตรงข้าม
I heard
Chhatri was
Chatri.
the-
I'm sorry. Yeah, he wasn't even there. I'm
ไม่ได้
sorry.
นะไม่ได้นะ
แค่นี้ก็ แค่นี้ก็จะแย่อยู่แล้ว
แค่นี้ก็จะแย่อยู่แล้วยังจะให้ขึ้นมาอีก No, his opponent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was he was like referred as Musin, and then like another time it's Shafi, like got confused. Okay, Shafi Musin Shafi เขาก็เหมือนแบบทำให้เราแบบเหมือนเรียกเราอะตอนนั้นเรารู้สึกยังไงบ้าง
ผมอยากจะเข้าไปบวกนะแต่ผมต้องมีวินัยต้องอย่าโมโหผมรู้ว่าถ้าผมเข้าไปบวกเนี่ยอันนี้จะเข้าแผนของเขาผมต้องอยู่ในวินัยของตัวเองเพราะผมก็เป็นคนอารมณ์ร้อนเหมือนกันผมรู้ผมก็คิดในใจโอ้โหถ้าตัวเท่ากันนั้นผมเดินเข้าไปบวกแล้ว แต่อันนี้เขาตัวใหญ่กว่าผมต้องต่อยอย่างมีวินัยแล้วก็เชื่อฟังโค้ชเพราะมันมีบทเรียนมาแล้วตอนที่ผมต่อยกับลิกเกียนไฟท์แรกตอนยก5ผมโมโหแล้วก็พยายามที่จะเข้าไปบวกแล้วก็โดนอีกผมก็เลยโอเคตอนนี้เราต้องมีวินัยเรามีบทเรียนแล้วเราจะผิดพลาดอีกไม่ได้เราก็เป็นแบบนี้
Yes, I saw him do that, and then I just feel like I just have to be in line of what the game plan was, because he's like bigger than me, heavier than me, and like when he do that, it was just like, you know, like a mind game to like make me go forward, and then when I go forward, then he could hit me more. So I get the lesson from the first fight of Dragon, and the fifth round I was kind of like hot-headed. I went forward and like I got hit more, so I have to learn from that, have to be in line, have to stick to the game plan that my coach gave me. So I try very hard not to go forward.
Congratulations on the new baby, and nothing but health and happiness for you.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, my final question, I guess, is would you like to fight again before your baby is due, or you're gonna wait until a bit later next year?
คำถามสุดท้ายค่ะอยากจะขึ้นชกอีกสักครั้งก่อนที่ลูกจะเกิดไหมหรือว่ารอหลังลูกเกิดไปเลยดีกว่า
ผมยังไม่รู้เลยนะผมก็ยังไม่แน่ใจเหมือนกันไม่แน่ใจเลยผมก็เป็นพ่อมือใหม่นะผมก็ไม่แน่ใจเหมือนกันก็ตื่นเต้นอยู่แต่ผมไม่รู้เหมือนกัน
I am unsure. This will be my first baby, and I don't know what to expect, basically. So I think we will see what happens.
All right. Well, thank you, Sinsamut, for joining us. Thank you, Fai, the best translator in the game, no doubt.
I got
appreciate
like
you.
if Tristan didn't save me, I got completely in trouble. Like Chatri did.
No, we'll get it. Thank you, Fai. I appreciate all the hard work you put in, especially last week as well. You helped me and John so much. And thank
No
you, Sinsamut, again for joining us, both of you. Superstars. We'll see you soon, hopefully. We've got another interview coming up, so I'm going to move the show on. But thank you so much, Sinsamut. Thank you, Fai.
Thank you.
มาเจอกันครับมาเจอกัน
สวัสดีครับ
เจอกัน
พี่
ค่ะ
See you.
Okay, Rui's here now, so we're gonna move in Rui Botelho. I'm just gonna get Sinsamut off. He's out. All right, Rui's in, Sinsamut's out. Rui Botelho, what's going on, brother? Are you here?
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Good night. Yeah,
Good
and
night,
you?
good morning. Yeah, we're good. You're in Bali, right?
Yeah, I'm on vacation for this week, but
How is Bali treating you?
really good, really nice, really hot. I was not expecting this hot, to be honest. It's more hotter than Thailand.
Well, I think you deserve a holiday, Rui, after that incredible win over Jang Paimian. How are you feeling after that win? It was an emotional victory for you, I imagine.
It was kind of tough, you know. I had a rough year, since July from 2022. A lot of problems in my life and got like 2 split decisions with all of the problems going on my life, and this victory meant a lot to me. In the last fight, I thought about to quit, to give a time to me from competition and just focus on my personal life and earning some money, you know, and living the life with my friends. But 24 hours after the fight, I just that idea went off and just training, and I'm really happy with this victory over strong opponent. I tried to search the rankings on one, but there is no rankings for strawweight. But I know he's one of the guys to the belt, you know.
Yeah, he is. He's the guy who John DeBella beat to win the title. So I know that they want to do a rematch with Zhang and John DeBella, but you just beat Zhang. Do you think you've earned yourself a title shot against Jonathan DeBella?
Well, can I be honest?
You can be honest.
So I think so. If Daniel Williams can get a shot, and he didn't fought for, and much respect for Daniel. I fought some of the toughest guys in the category above, or like in Daniel fought him too in kickboxing. But I fought the toughest guys in flyweight. I fought tough guys in strawweight with a split decision loss. And yeah, why not? Why not?
I like the sound of that. I like the sound of it. I mean,
I would love to dance with Jonathan DeBella, you know.
You know, I spoke to John, and he said he is happy to fight you. He's happy to fight Zhang. But Chatri, the big boss man, you know what he's saying? He said he thought Zhang Paimian won, and he wants to do a rematch. Would you do a rematch with Zhang first, or do you think you're only going to fight for the title?
Well, I fight anybody. I'm not picking fights, but like I said before, I fought the toughest guys in flyweight division. I can fight the toughest guys in strawweight, and this is my division. But for now, and maybe you can notice, I have a cotton ball on my ear because I've yeah. I think you know, like I make a rupture in my eardrum.
Yeah, I
So
heard. I was
Oh,
there. You
wow.
said you perforated your eardrum, right?
Yeah, I perforated my eardrum, so I came here to enjoy a little bit Bali, you know, surfing, go to the beach, and I'm just doing yoga classes and resting. It's good too, but yeah, I have to be careful. I have to use cotton ball during the day when I'm outside of the room because of any infection I can get on my ear. So for now, I want to recover my eardrum because I can't listen properly with even without cotton ball. I can't hear properly from my right side because it's broken, if you can say like that in English. So first of all, I want to recover my hearing, and then I dance with anybody, you know, and I really like to play. I love doing clinching in fighting. I know I'm strong in that, and I have strong punches, but I love to dance all of the types of music, and I like I like to fight kickboxing K1. I have a good history in K1 too. So I like if it's a rematch, it's a rematch, and I think I will let clear that we won this fight. And after, if I won Zhang, because you never know in that game, and I don't like to say I will win or something, because anything can happen inside of the circle / ring. So if it's Zhang Peimian, it's Zhang Peimian. If it's Jonathan Dibella, I would be much happier because it's a title shot. But anyone.
Well, there's a lot of support for you in the chat. Anonymous says that the strawweight kickboxing world is your oyster. And Lim Kiantong says, Rui won that fight. The judges got it right. Were you surprised, Rui, to see people complaining about the scores? Because I spoke to one of the judges after Shane, and he scored it for you. And I agree with him. I thought you won the fight. Did you think you had won the fight? Were you did you understand why people are upset, or do you think that Zhang is just being a sore loser?
Like my previous fight, I lost by split decision. And to be honest with you, with Zikriv, I think I won especially because of the flash knockdown. But they give me the loss. I was thinking to quit my career so I just man up and to retire, and I just man up and okay, they gave me the loss. I will train better. I will give more of me inside of the ring, and don't let any doubt to the rest, So, and I understand him. He's only 20. He's the kind of a star boy to the company. He's Chinese. I'm an underdog every time, but I always make nice performances. Nobody was expecting me to win Zhang. It was for me, and for me, I won the first round. The second round was Zhang, and the third round, it's close, but I was more effective than him. It was going forward, but going forward only doesn't win fights. You have to land punches, you have to land kicks. In kickboxing, kicks in the arms doesn't count so much. All of my knees went to the ribs of him. And you look at me, I just have a rupture in my eardrum, and I saw the interview after the fight. It was like the eye was like how you say, like blue or
Bruised?
something like that, and the forehead was red. Yeah, bruised. The eye was bruised, the forehead was bruised, and I'm here pretty as always. I just don't listen good.
100%. Well, yeah, John, I'll throw it to you next. And if you have any questions in the chat for Rui, get them in. But Rui, I just want to say congratulations again. And I agree with you. You fought like a murderer's row in one championship. You fought all the killers. You look at your record here. You fought Superlek, you fought Taiki Naito, Asahi Shinagawa. And I think you beat Shinagawa, and I think you beat Aslanbek Zakriev. So I'm really happy to see you, get some shine in one championship. I mean, how much of a relief was it for you to get your hand raised, especially after the last two fights when it didn't go your way? Were you thinking, oh God, here we go again, another split decision, I'm gonna get robbed again?
I don't know if you noticed, I was talking with Olivier, the referee, and I was saying to him, split decision, man. I know. I lost the fight. Okay, one judge for me. The second judge is for him. Yeah, I lost the fight. I'm the underdog. He's the star from here. He's Chinese. They don't care about me when they say my name. Like the third judge say my name. It's like, and what I said at the beginning, it's not about the two decisions. My previous fights, it's from 1 year growing up. Like I had one of the toughest year of my life, and it was a personal thing. Many personal things I had in my life. I have to rebuild myself, and it was all of the emotion, all of the sacrifice of 1 year and two bad decisions. It was a relief for me, and it was like a step up winning a Zhang, because I know Zhang was the star of this fight, and I was the underdog. Even with a split decision, I think I won the fight. I saw like multiple times the third round, even the fight. First round I win, second round you win, the third round I watch it maybe 10 times, and I was effective than him.
All right, John, over to you if you have anything. And reminder to anyone in the chat, if you have a question for Rui, get it in now.
Did you say anything else to Olivier? Because I was watching the whole time when you're like, I was right by the ring, and I was watching you, and you're just talking and talking and talking to him through the whole thing. I was like, what is he saying? Like, he's saying so much to Olivier. Olivier's just like, yeah. He was just waiting for the decision.
But then remember, it was like, yeah, I'm losing this fight. I'm the underdog. Split decision already again. It's the same thing every time. It's a close fight, split decision. They are going to the other guys. They are not going for me. And it was like that, like the.
It was
Long
like
story
reverse
short, it was
psychology.
that.
Reverse psychology, right?
Yeah, reverse. Yeah.
And there was a moment, I don't know if it was the second round or the third round, where you guys got into a wild exchange and Zhang hit you with the right hand, right? In the interview after the fight, Zhang said that when you guys got back to facing each other, you were rocked. Were you rocked at any moment of that fight?
No. I was on one time, and it was not rocked like I didn't feel dizzy anytime. It was when I understood after the fight, when he blew up my eardrum. I heard like a noise, like beep, really strong noise, and it was the only thing during the whole fight. I remember that time I kind of sleep in the canvas of the fight, changing, and when if I was like shaking, I went to fight because Olivier puts in front of me, pushing me back, and I go for it. So if I was like shaking, I wasn't going to fight. I'm smart. I'm not dumb. If I was like shaking, why I would like give the fight in the last round.
When did the ear happen? What round
And if
was
it
that?
was a knockdown with Zikriv, sorry.
When did the ear happen? Like the injury of the ear. What round was that?
In the beginning of second round.
Wow. Doesn't it throw off like your equilibrium? Is that what happens sometimes when you burst your eardrum?
No, the only thing, maybe for 30 seconds I couldn't. I'm not clear about the time, but 30 seconds, 1 minute, I couldn't hear properly. And when I went to the corner between the second and third round, I said to my coach, like, I can't hear properly. You have to speak louder. But I didn't know it was my eardrum. And she said to me, it's a lot of noise here, so I will try to. And then after the fight, I made like this to take like the pressure from my ears, and it coming there out of my ear, like a cartoon.
What are the doctors saying? How long will it take for you to recover from the ear injury?
I like they say, like I can't even to shower. Like I'm on the street, not the street, but in an environment. I have to use a cotton ball. I can't shower properly. I have to like try not to get wet, so I cannot sweat maybe for a couple of weeks. Or if I go to train, I have to be really cautious. I cannot get hit in the head. They say maybe to compete, maybe at the beginning of February.
Wow, it takes a while.
So, but they have to check it because I don't feel it if it's like I can feel it's less pain during the days, but I'm at antibiotic and anti-inflammatory. I have some pills that the doctor gave me, but it's gradual, It's not like, oh, you take the pills and after 1 week your eardrum it's closed. No, it depends on many things what the doctor told me. But he said like to be sure, at least like kind of 2 months to recover totally and for you to compete. Because you are getting it in the head. It's not like I'm not playing golf.
Yeah, you're definitely not playing golf. Maybe February you come back. Why not? If you don't get a title shot, Daniel Williams, that could be a good fight. He just fought for the title. He's a former title challenger. Why not?
it, it, it what I said, it's anyone.
Mhm.
But now I'm focused on kickboxing, really focused on kickboxing. I think I can win the dance contest with John DiBello.
All right. Congratulations on the win. That's a major win. He's the #1 contender. You took him out. Phenomenal. It's always good to see that. We saw a couple upsets that night, and yours was one of them.
Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
Rui, I was going to say, what do you think about kickboxing? Because your 2 wins in one championship, both kickboxing, and your losses are in Muay Thai. And I do think you won those last 2 Muay Thai fights. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't fight Muay Thai, but yeah, is kickboxing your future then?
Yeah, I'm happy with it. Mitch asked me, I don't remember the question, but during the week, Mitch asked me about kickboxing and Muay Thai. I said to him, I like to fight. I don't go to MMA. MMA, it's not my thing, but I like to fight. Kickboxing, Muay Thai. Let's get it. But now I want to try my luck in kickboxing.
But I saw that Olivier kept breaking you up, right, in the clinch. You were trying to go for the clinch. What was going through your head there? Was that like your brain was thinking Muay Thai, or was that a strategy to try and
No.
slow Jang down, or what?
No, because I only knew the rules, because it was different, the rules, and they changed the rules. Because I made all of my fighting camp like you could throw one knee. When you are attacking, you could like grab with one hand and throw a knee and then like separate. But they changed the rules. Now you cannot do nothing. You cannot like grab the neck or the arm of your opponent. So you are like 2 months intensive training, and it's not automatic, and you are doing what you train for 2 months.
All right. Well, we have a comment from Grant saying, "Well done, Rui. I thought you won it fair and square. Full respect to you for overcoming your personal problems, bro." I agree. It was awesome to see Rui. We can't see you again until February, it sounds like. So you're going to take it easy. You're going to chill in Bali, and then you're going back to Portugal, or what?
No, I'm going back to Bangkok. This is my plans. But if they schedule my fight, I have to buy a ticket to go to Portugal to train over there. But my plans is to stay here till the end of this year and to train. But if I'm going to train, it will be really soft, making pads, bag, and that's all. Not even pinching or sparring. Because
Do you
above
feel?
anything, when I
Sorry, go
you
ahead.
can tell me.
Oh, I was
No,
just
above
going to ask.
anything.
Yeah, you go. You go ahead. Sorry. You go
Sorry.
ahead.
Above anything, when I finish my career, I'm a human, and I want to hear.
Yeah, that's hearing is good.
So
Well, my only other question was, I know that you had some support from Christina Morales' team and her coach after she beat Supergirl as well. Do you feel like the European fighters in one championship don't get enough credit, and maybe they need more support because maybe the fans and the promotion want to get behind some of the other fighters, the Asian fighters? Do you feel the Europeans are kind of the underdogs all the time? Is that something you enjoy, or would you like to see more support from the promotion for you?
in Portugal, we have a saying that we say like one hand wash the other, and the Asian fighters wash better the other hand. So I understand the company, I understand the organization, but it's funny. Christina and her coach saw me growing up. I fought 12 years ago, one of his students. So, and I saw Christina fighting 12 years ago too. And I went to Spain to fight partner of her. So it's a long story with me and Christina and his team, her team. But for your question, it's one hand wash the other, and you have to understand and you have to accept the rules. And I try to make my best to have the recognition from the company and from the fighting fans.
And I want to give a shout out as well to Michael Owens, who I think fought on a card with you in Scotland, and he said you were in the main event, and he was on the undercard, and you came back in the locker room, and he was drinking whiskey after his fight, and you were like, "Why are you guys drinking whiskey?" Like you didn't understand why, but it's an English thing, But I don't know what year it was, but Michael's a big fan of you, and he told me like Rui's the man, so you have to get Rui on the podcast, and that's why we did it, Rui. I appreciate
Thank
you
you so
coming
much.
on. Yeah, all the best, and hopefully you're back soon. And any final words for your fans? I'm sure you gained a lot of new fans now.
I hope, like I've been saying since 2022, that the next year it's my golden year, fighting for the gold. And just a little bit of history now, because I didn't spoke with Mitch. Portugal, back in the days, they passed the Cape Town. It's Cape of Good Hope, but before it was Cape of Storms, and we rename it with Cape of Hope. And I passed the Cape of Storms, and now it's Cape of Hope, and I'm going to the Asia to conquer. So watch me next year. I go for the gold. And thank you so much for all of new people coming to my Instagram, supporting me, and I'm giving my best all the time. I just want to chill, recover from my hearing. I don't want to look like an old man with 28 years. So I just want to recover my hearing and come back to train. And if it's Zhang, anybody, strawweight, I'm in.
A one from the chat. Sorry, I missed this. Ego Kind asking, what about a future training camp in Thailand? Would you like to do that?
Yeah, I'm going. Well, fighting, kickboxing, or Muay Thai, I always do in Portugal. I was always been doing in Portugal. I can make a good diet, make everything perfect. And Portugal is my place. I love to train in Thailand. I will stay here to train, but fighting camps always in Portugal.
All right. Rui, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Go and
Thank you so
enjoy
much.
yourself.
Thank you for the invite.
Have a good holiday, and we'll catch up with you
Thank
whenever
you.
you're back.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. All the best, Rui. Heal up soon so you can wear 2 earphones as well. I'm going to do this for the rest of the show in tribute to you. I'm going. No.
Thank
All right,
you
Rui.
so much.
Thank you, mate. Yeah, all
Bye.
the best. All right, see you later. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
You so much. See ya.
All right, Rui, Botelho, guys. Now, then there were 3. I'm going back on the. We'll put Tristan in the middle. There he is.
This is like,
Do I need
what's
to
this
do
called?
this?
Solid Snake.
Do I
Yeah.
need to do this? I guess
Yeah, you need to go like that. Okay.
I gotta go this way.
Yeah, man. I would have given the fight to Rui as well. I was watching it.
Yeah, I thought Rui did enough to win, and a lot of people think that One Championship love Jiang Pamian, and they want to get the belt on him, because of China, obviously. I'm just not sure he's good enough to beat John DiBella or Rui Botelho,
Yeah,
If he's not
first
good
time
enough,
he
you
fought,
can't do it. Yeah.
yeah, the first time he fought DeVilla, he got caught with a head kick, man.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I was
DiBella
there.
won the-
Yeah, I was in Malaysia there. Yeah, I was there. Yeah.
Oh, you were there
Crazy
for Asa,
fight,
right?
yeah.
Asa fought Mehdi.
No,
Is that
no,
right?
no, no. I wasn't. Me and Asa was working then that fight, but
Okay, yeah.
City Chai was on the card,
Oh, yes.
so we were there for that.
Man, it's gonna be
Yeah,
hard
man.
to beat John DeBella though. I'm just gonna put that out there. The man
That
is
dude is
so
clean,
good.
man.
Yeah, he's one of the smoothest I've ever seen, and he's tough too at the same time. Like he took those kicks, his leg looked like mashed potatoes, with blood all over it, and then the next day he was moving around like nothing happened. That is amazing.
Yeah, man. These North American boys, man, they can take leg kicks. Asa, same thing with Rambo leg. They were just taking these leg kicks. And then the morning after coming back to Thailand before I flew back to Miami, I was like, bro, how's your leg? He's like, I'm walking just fine. I was like, seriously? He just got just torn up with leg kicks. He's like, yeah, I'm fine. I was like, damn, man, he's tough. These boys are tough.
I remember Tawanchai, he's told me like a few weeks back when he fought, he's like, oh, the Farangs, they're not as tough. They can't take the shots. That's what he said to me. You know what I mean? But hey, Devella and Asa, we were talking about that before the interview started. What's the the update on him?
Hopefully early next year. And broken arm, man.
Yeah.
Clean too, so I'll have to wait. I can't do anything. It's better to come back fully healthy than injured. But man, you gotta speak to Asa, man. We do his training camps here, but I don't know everything about Asa. You can ask him, man.
Okay, sounds good.
Right, well, there was a couple other things I wanted to discuss if we have time and if you boys are willing to. If you have to leave, then get out of here. I'm gonna message Ben Tynan one more time just to see if he can make it.
Let's talk about the other upset of the night: Supergirl versus Morales.
Yeah, that's a good shout. So we talked about it there. Yeah, Supergirl said she was feeling ill, so she said she woke up, she felt bad in her stomach, and there was nerves and everything. And then she tried to warm up. She felt like throwing up. I'm going to try and bring it on screen now. Tristan, as someone who deals with fighters all the time, like what do you say? Yeah, is this a legitimate excuse?
Didn't Rug have the same problem when you were interviewing him backstage at one time too? He was saying like, "Oh, I ate something like 4 a.m. before the fight, and I was feeling like it was digesting properly." Yeah, I know, man. You go first, bro.
I mean, I get it, right? Because no one wants to wake up at 4 a.m. and then go fight at 7 a.m., right? I can't imagine anything worse, honestly.
Yeah.
And I get it. I could imagine waking up in the morning feeling sick, but if my fight's at 7 p.m., I got enough time to probably feel better. Yes, but I get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think she's making excuses though? Is it legitimate? Is it something you would say if some people think she's taking the shine off Christina Morales?
I can't say, man, but even after one of my losses, one of my guys come up with excuses saying like, "Oh, not used to fighting in the morning." So I understand too. So when you lose, the excuses come out. So I think that's if that was a real problem, maybe they could have told someone, do something about it. But no.
Well,
it's too late now. The fight's already happened.
John, you were out there. Did she look off to you, like when she's walking to the ring?
Without a doubt, she looked off. Not walking to the ring, because she always looks like that. She's always kind of stoic, I guess. But inside, yeah, you could see it in her facial expression. Like she just didn't want to be there. It looked like, it's just like she wasn't feeling it. And I could understand that. Like, who wants to fight people at 6 a.m.? Like that's like I'm fighting myself to wake up at that time to go to the show, And she was there at 4 a.m. getting ready to fight, like she was getting her hands wrapped at 5 a.m. I saw some pictures early in the morning. It's hard to say, you know what I mean? It's hard to say, but if let's say her coaches or something, maybe they could have stepped in and said, "Hey, maybe you shouldn't fight." But then there would have been a whole nother shitstorm. Yeah. It would have been it would have like Thai media would have went crazy, right? The Thai Facebook, Thai Facebook.
Definitely. They'd probably be like, "Where's Supergirl? What happened to Supergirl?" Everything. So I feel for her, man.
Yeah, for real. She's under the spotlight, like, and she's so young too at the same time, and she's under the spotlight. She's doing all these like modeling things, and And you know, people are gonna say that too. Is like, why is she modeling? Why is she doing like, yo, go get your money. It's time to make money. Like, go get it. You know, you're a fighter as well. But yeah, it's just I gotta believe the fighter. That's what I gotta
me
do.
too.
I gotta believe the fighter. You can't, you know, you don't know. You're like people that watch fighting, they're not fighters, so they don't know. So it's hard to have like an opinion of if you felt sick. And she still went out there and fought, even though she felt sick. She took the chance, you know what I mean? So she probably
Yeah.
understood the backlash that would have happened if she pulled out in the morning.
Well, there's some comments here I'll just read. Jasmine saying she was not defending anything in the ring, and I was totally surprised too. Alcy says these Amazon Prime hours are awful, to be honest. Just have local time.
I
Connor
agree.
saying Supergirl definitely didn't look like herself in there. Ego Kind says she looked absent and fatigued before the fight started. You can see in that picture I just put up, she looks pale. You know, she looks
Pale.
off. And Michael Owens saying, in my opinion, anyone who thought Morales winning was an upset didn't know enough about her and how much better she is than Supergirl. So Percy also agrees, sorry, that Supergirl looks like she didn't belong in the ring. Is it just a case that Supergirl and Wonder Girl are not at that level, guys, that one wants them to be? And does one have a conundrum on their hands of how are you going to promote these two girls who are like obviously very, very popular and marketable, but is their level good enough to compete with the best in their division? John, I'll ask you first, and I'll go to you, Tristan.
First off, Michael Owens, you taking shots at me or what, man? What are you doing?
What's Michael saying?
Never forget, Michael Owens.
Never
I'm never
forget.
gonna forget this. Don't. I'm never gonna forget this. I'm gonna go get Leon Jennings. We're gonna tag team.
Some
on
of the
you.
old school.
Anyways,
Old
what was the
school
question
crew.
again? Because I was just thinking about Michael Owens taking
Oh,
shots at me. I was like,
Yeah.
Michael Owens, why are you taking shots, man? Like, I'm just saying things.
I'm just
That's not
saying,
true.
is our Supergirl and Wonder Girl, can one push them to the level, you know, where they can compete against the best in the division, or what are they going to do with them? Are they going to have to protect them and
No,
keep
it's
them
not
away
about
from?
protecting. It's about building. How, like, there's no protecting. It's about building, right? They're both still so young. You just give them fights and let them get experience. You know, you don't have to push them into contender fights. You don't have to push them into anything. You just let them fight, you know, the middle of the division or the lower part of the division and get 5, 6, 7 fights. And they're gonna win some and they're gonna lose some, right?
But these divisions are so shallow that
but
you
they
get
can bring
one
in
win,
people all
and
the
then
time, right?
like the next fight is against someone who's fought for the title, and then
No, but they
we
bring
saw
in
that.
people all the time.
They
though.
do, and I love
Yeah.
them, and I want them to be built up properly. Like you said, they're so young. 19 years old is Supergirl. I think Nat is 21 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why are they being pushed? You know, why was Wonder Girl in a fight with strawweight MMA champion, and why is Supergirl in a fight with someone who fought Mexican? And I would rather see them, continue their progress, like you say. I think it'd be much better and get some wins and get some popularity, get some momentum behind them. No rush. There's no rush.
Yeah.
Janet Todd, they were pushing Supergirl for Janet Todd, but like I think Janet would have done the same thing Christina did, you know.
But you're
To be
kind of
honest.
at fault, Nico, for this
What?
too. Because you're
What
always
am I?
asking them the questions.
I am, yeah.
And what are they gonna say? No? What are they
Maybe
gonna
I
say? No
should,
to title
maybe I
shot?
should be more magnanimous, yeah.
Be like, no, I'm just no, we always do that. But I'm
It's
just
kind
saying,
of
like,
true. You've
yeah.
hit me there in the honesty. I feel
No,
I'm
go back and
I'm
watch
the
the
problem.
interview.
Yeah.
But
You know what?
we
You're right.
always wanna throw those questions out there just to see how they, you know, what's
Mainly
in their
because
mind,
it's
right?
like I don't know what else to ask because I'm like shit. My brain is I've got 10 interviews, bam, 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 and it's the obvious question, isn't it? Like, oh, do you want to fight for the belt? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that?
Of course, it's an obvious question. It's just, I think that, you know, they shouldn't let that get into their head, right? And just try to build. That's all we need to do is just build them, right? If we can build them, they could probably be a massive star in 2 or 3 years. Do they want to invest in them like that? I don't know. That's the thing. And they're 19 and 21. I just saw Wonder Girl last weekend in Bangkok at a like a regional show, and I think she's had some some health issues as well. But she looked fine though. She looked okay now. But yeah, it's not looking good.
She got hit on the
career-wise.
back of the head a few times.
Not
Yeah.
Not good. Tristan, what do you think? You have an opinion?
I agree with John, man. Just book them consistently. You literally have 2 more stamps if you book them properly. Like, just be patient, like you guys were with Stamp. Stamp is what she is now because of the just consistent building up and just consistent, booking. Just slowly raising the level. Don't have to push them into everything straight away.
I agree, and I'm going to eat my hat. I will take that on board. But can we talk about Mungbo? Asks Nicola, and the upset. I think Ayaka deserved a bonus for that submission as well. Yeah, I think Ayaka deserved a bonus. I don't know why she didn't get it. Chatri maybe a little stingy, John, with the bonuses this time, or what? Was
What
he
do you
saving
mean?
it for...
He gave away
$250K.
$250,000.
Yeah, but there were only 4.
What? Is that the cap right there? Is that the cap?
I don't know. I thought Ayaka deserved it. I mean, Mungbo has been on a tear at strawweight, and she was talked about as the next challenger for Zhong Jingnan. Ayaka finished her in the first round. It was pretty good. Give her some money.
The thing about Mengbo is every time she gets to that point of like, yes, you're gonna be the next challenger, whatever division she's fighting at.
Yeah,
she just loses. That's what happens. It's how many chances can you give her?
Loss for her. Like,
Yeah,
she had the excuse maybe at atomweight of she was struggling with the weight cuts, this and that. The Ritu fight, for me I was willing to think that's a anomaly, but yeah, this is and then Tiffany fight, but this is a big blow for her. I don't know where she goes from this, and she's kind of in limbo now, right? What do you do with her? Because she's
let her build herself back up. You know why? Because she's only 27.
That is true. She's young.
She's young, and she has lots of experience. Build herself back up. And, Ayaka snaps a 3-fight losing streak with this win, too. I mean, she wasn't doing very good with her career as well. Yeah.
But one of that is grappling, right, with Danielle. Yeah. And the other was a title fight. And then I don't know what the other one was before that.
Yeah.
So who else in the division they can give Mangbo? That's the question. To maybe start over, but not go too low at her level, and then just meet someone in the middle, maybe like a rising star or something.
Yeah, for sure.
I think the good thing about like one's divisions is you're never too far away from title shot. Even if you lose a couple, you can win one and you're back in the mix. So I might be overreacting a bit. Yeah, but
you did interview Ayaka, right?
I did. And she was very emotional. Yeah, she was crying.
Yeah, because she was on a losing streak, man. Like it's
big
tough,
win, man.
Yeah, it's a big win as well.
It is. I'm happy, like I am happy for Rui Botelho.
Yeah, well, he was on like a 4 or 5 fight losing streak as well himself.
But Rui is. I'm gonna bring this on screen because.
But he's fought like some killers though.
Yeah,
like
yeah. This is it. You look at Rui's record and you think, oh, who's this bum, right? He was 1-5 in one championship, and then he goes and beats the guy who's lined up to fight John DeBella, the champion. But look at that. Everyone he's fought, really, 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 really strong names. And the last two, like I was saying, Zakriev and Shinagawa, I think he won that. A lot of people do as well. They were both split decisions. He's not getting knocked out by these people, apart from the first fight. But he fought Superlek, lost a decision. Taiki Naito lost a decision. Shinagawa lost a split decision. Zakriev lost a split decision. That one also hinged on the flash knockdown.
Sai Shinagawa is not even in one anymore. I think he's fighting in Japan and other promotions now. So
there you go.
Shit.
I mean, I was the same. I was saying about Rui, like, this guy. I was surprised he was still there, to be honest, because after that last loss. I saw that fight against Zakriev. I was in Singapore for it. I was in Singapore for the Shinagawa fight. And I just thought, this guy's unlucky. It's just not clicking for him. I can't see one keeping him around. They're going to get rid of him. And then when I saw they matched him up with Zhang, I thought they're setting him up for a loss. They're trying to get Zhang a win over a very competent guy who's got a name. He flipped the script on us. Threw
On
the
its head,
spanner in the
man.
works. Yeah, I love it. He just
Now,
changed the game.
now maybe he could fight someone like
I love it.
what's his name from PK? Tawanchai maybe, or even Compet. They're trying to build up on Lumpini, man. They can, because the Tawanchai has been doing kickboxing, right? And maybe he said he wants to go for a double champ, So that's an easy number one contender fight for the Thai crowd to watch as well.
Whatever happens, I'm so happy for him, and it's just one of those good stories you love to see it, as they say.
Definitely.
Right. As Connor says here, it's not easy to go 3 rounds with Superlek and Taiki Naito. It is not, yeah. Ego Khan says Prajanchai is fighting JDB. Leak it already, Nick. I have not said that, Ego Kind. I've not said that. Prajanchai is fighting Lasiri, as far as I know. Next, you heard
He
that
wants
too?
Laziri. He wants Laziri.
Yeah, but I hear Lasiri's being a bit difficult with the when and the where, but it's gonna happen. It was definitely that is the fight to make, right? You have to do that. Interim title. You can't hang around going and doing other stuff. Right. Okay.
Unless the champion retires or gets released from one.
Yeah. Oh, I would love to see Prajanchai v JDB. I would love to see that.
Oh, I would love to see JDB back in December. I would love to see him fight again. You know what I mean? That would be nice.
I had some of the coffee he gave us today.
It's good.
First
It's
time.
good.
It's delicious. Yeah.
Yes. Shout out to
Di Bella Espresso.
Yes, go get it. Get you a bag.
Get you a bag. It's so good. Yeah. I really, really liked it. And not just saying that because he gave us for free.
It's our sponsor now. He's our sponsor.
Next time you have to buy it.
Yeah. No, he's our sponsor now. We just did a sponsor ad, so he's gonna give us another bag. We got it. We gotta get it.
Let's put it on the bottom, bro. Like where the Twitter thing is going.
Bella Espresso.
Thank you, John DeBella, for the coffee.
I can do that. Right, I'm gonna put a question on screen though for you guys. Who said this? It was Percy. Who do you think will be Stamp's first defense of her belt against?
There's some rumors flying around, right, about Stamp's next fight.
There are.
Oh.
What are they? What's on Facebook? Thai Facebook. What's the rumors? What's the chat? Tristan?
Thai Facebook, bro. Muay Thai main event instead of Tawanchai Superbon. Anyone maybe? Just to see Stamp fight in Thailand again, people would come see that fight, man.
True. Just like do you mean not for a title, just a regular Muay Thai fight against somebody?
I think for a title, you can do it, but Alicia got pretty banged up, man. So I don't know if Alicia's gonna be up for it.
Yeah, I don't think she's gonna return until early next year, to be honest. So
and then or they can do the kickboxing fight as well, but it's up. I don't know what's going on with Janet Todd, man.
There you go.
Yeah, the sponsor is here.
That's our sponsor. DBE.
Check it out on Instagram. Yeah, they're definitely not paying us.
Go get your get your pinkies up with your little espresso and do that.
I heard they might do Stamp v Alicia for. I mean, if you're thinking about who can they put on in a main event next month, Stamp in an emergency. You hit emergency press glass or whatever. Stamp, Alicia. Would you do that fight, guys?
I would.
I would
she
like
asked
to
for it from the beginning of the year. At the beginning of the year, she asked Mr. Chatri, she wants to run it back with Alicia and Janet Todd to bring the titles back to Thailand. So Why not, man?
Well,
No,
I
I don't.
asked Stamp after she won the belt against Ham who she wants to fight next, which belt she wants to fight for her next, and she said Janet Todd. She
Ooh.
prefers to fight Janet Todd kickboxing. So, could we get that fight? I don't know. We haven't heard anything from Janet Todd for a long
Yeah, I
time.
haven't heard
so,
anything Janet Todd since she fought Alicia. So
Yeah. So.
I love
Oh.
Janet so much. She's a nice person. I got the most amount of time for her, but they have to do something with that. She hasn't defended that belt in 3 years or whatever it is, you know.
But did she give you a bag of coffee?
She did
That's
not
the
give me a
question.
bag of coffee,
Okay,
but she
then.
carried my bag to the face-offs or the whatever it was in Denver. We were in a cab. She's lovely. We were chatting the whole time. But I don't know what's going on. Like, how can you win a belt? And this is with all the love and respect for Janet. Like, she won the belt February 2020. It's November 2023, guys. She's not defended it. And I know she's been busy winning an interim Muay Thai belt and fighting Alicia, and she's done a bunch of other stuff in between, but something's got to go on. And now they're only just doing the interim belt 3.5, nearly 4 years later. And so happy for that. But yeah, I could see Anissa Mexon's frustrations there, right? With that situation.
She's had the most comfortable title reign of all time, I think, in one championship.
It's beyond comfortable. It's like, it's like won the belt and then and I love Janet. I'm saying again, I love Janet so much. I love Jackie. I love Brian Popejoy. I love Boxing Works. All that crew.
You love everybody.
They're so lovely. You know, I like everybody. I'm like a neutral. But I think, yeah, that is a asterisk there. She's got a. I'm glad they're doing the interim fight. Let's just say that. Finally, it needed to happen 2 years ago, but here it is. It needed to happen last summer. Here it is. Interim fight. Pet Gija versus Anissa Mexon. This is a huge fight, guys. Tristan, who's winning that fight? And Medi's not there, so how's Pet Gija going to handle?
It's a 50-50, man, in my eyes.
Yeah.
Pet Gija is sharp, and she's good. We saw her fight in Muay Thai already, like what, 2-3 times this year.
Yeah.
And now she's doing kickboxing. I think she hasn't done kickboxing, or she's fought kickboxing maybe before, but maybe hasn't done it in a while. So I want to know how she adjusts to the kickboxing as well. And Nisa is coming off 18 months no inactivity. So I love how to see how she comes out of that.
She fought last, I think, November in Singapore. I want to say, so maybe like 12 months.
12 months. Okay.
Double check that. Yeah, it's still a long time. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because I thought I saw some page that put up that they removed her from their rankings pound for pound because she was inactive for too long in kickboxing.
Sorry, it was September last year. She beat Dan Kong Fa. So yeah, we're getting on there like 15 months when she gets in the.
That's a long time for a fighter, man.
Yeah, and she's what, 35, and she's been pretty inactive the last 3 years since signing with One.
Yeah,
you know, she's had 3 fights since signing with One, which is incredible to me. You know, I know the first year was tough with pandemic and all that, but I feel like Anissa should have. Yeah, you know my feelings on Anissa. Yeah, I love her. I think she's incredible. Even though she blocked us on Instagram, I was the one shouting loudest for her to get the fight with Janet Todd, and I feel her frustrations. And then everything that happened with Stamp, that was a cluster.
And then you got blocked?
I got blocked after that. But I understand her frustration, but I still think she should have taken that fight with Stamp.
Anissa. Anybody that's watching that knows Anissa, tell her the olive branch has been...
Well, you know, it's going to be awkward in December if she wins and I have to interview her. Is she even going to do it? I might have to send John in.
That's
to
the
stand
best. I want to see you do it.
there.
I will deny my abilities to interview her. I will be like, Nick, you know her better than me. I've never interviewed her, so I have no idea who she is.
Just
You
make
have
sure she takes
interviewed her
her gloves
multiple-
off before the interview, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe
I don't
Petchy's
think you
gonna
did
win.
anything wrong, to be honest with you. You're just reporting what happened, right? So what can you do?
I understand. Yeah, I think it's a sensitive one, and she felt that she was being done wrong by one, and then I was adding to the noise, I guess. But all I was saying is she didn't turn up for the weigh-ins. She didn't turn up.
Yeah,
for the
you're
press
reporting
conference.
facts, right?
Yeah,
So what can you do?
I knew exactly what was going on when it happened, but I couldn't report it because it was off record, right? And then she went out and told it all anyway, like a month later. So what happened is she turned up and then discovered that if the fight went, if there wasn't a winner after 4 rounds, because it was 1 round Muay Thai, 1 round MMA, 1 round Muay Thai, 1 round MMA, then there would be no winner. It would be a draw. But she wouldn't get her win bonus, right? And that was the key. She wanted the win bonus. And then I'm reliably informed she was told she would still get a win bonus, even if she won. Like it was made clear to her as a kind of olive branch, and she still said, "No, that's what I was told." She still walked away from it. I think it. Yeah, I would have loved to have seen them come to an agreement there, and the whole thing has been a mess since then. And then the whole thing with Ares and trying to leave the company. I'm glad they got her back, but
Excuse me.
yes.
Why does
Alright.
one use the 10-point system if they're gonna do a draw for an exhibition match? Why don't they just say we have to have a winner? Because in everything else they use a 10-point must, where you must have a winner. You cannot have draws. Then why, when you do the exhibition, why you get draws? I don't understand.
I don't know, but she was saying she hadn't been told this, that she would get. There would be no winner, right? So
Wouldn't there be on the contract when you sign?
So this is the
But
other
at
side.
least tell
Other
the
people
agent,
were saying
maybe?
like, yeah. So some people were saying like, didn't you read the contract? Other people were saying, oh, she was saying like, they didn't tell us this. Somewhere in the middle there, someone is lying or someone is miscommunication. I think, yeah.
Something
they
must be
fixed it
going
all.
on, but
They fixed it. That's all that matters, man. So if you have any problems,
Fact,
it's
baby.
fixable. Yeah, exactly.
yeah, the queen versus the actual queen of
Yeah.
kickboxing. So this is gonna be a fun fight.
It's a huge opportunity for Petchija, man, to knock off someone like that. If she can in Lumpini, ooh,
Yeah,
it's a big event. Nick's
Very
gonna be
big
there
event, man.
for the post-fight interviews.
yeah.
That's the real. main
That's the
event.
real event.
Yeah.
I'll be filming that behind the scenes.
Benoit's gonna come in and just hit me with a baseball bat or something. Her coach, coach and husband. I don't know.
So
Yeah, John, I may have to swap with you for that one.
yeah, and I'll just
We'll
ask
see.
it. I'll just ask the questions that you usually ask. You'll feed me the questions in my ear
Yeah.
Bring your mouth guards, boys. Bring your mouth guards.
and my cup. I'll bring them all.
Yeah.
Chest protector.
All right. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Or are we going to get out of here or what? Any news? I feel like we covered the big things, but
Edgar Tavares versus Jonah Gazagli.
yeah, I was just clicking on that now. Yeah. Okay.
And I think another one just got confirmed today. What was it? Walter. I can't say his last name. Sorry, but versus Jacob Smith as well.
Gonsalves. Yeah.
Gonsalves. Sorry. I just don't want to
Yeah.
butcher it. I don't want to be disrespectful.
No, it's like me with Thai names. Yeah.
He's fighting that
No.
16-year-old kid.
Yeah, with Thai names you can ask me, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I'm bringing this on screen. Here is the card. One Fight Night 17. So we don't have a main event
Nick is
right
back.
now. Natawut v Nicholas Larson, Lobo Semapech, Walter Gonsalves, Jacob Smith, Edgar Tabares versus Johan Ghazali. Nguyen Tran Doi Nat. Remember him from back in the day against Dennis Purich. All Muay Thai fights, guys. Feels
like
to
it's
me
gonna
like
go
it's
be a
an
banger.
all Muay Thai card, eh?
I
Or
hope there's some MMA on there.
what? Well, I think we're going to be getting a Cade Rotolo grappling title defense as well.
Oh yeah, I
Really?
remember he was saying something, huh?
Yeah,
Wow.
but
You know what? The historian in me has to come out. The 8th of this December is actually Lumpini Stadium's birthday. The first time Lumpini actually opened the doors, like way back in the day. So if it's a full Muay Thai card, I can understand it because it's honoring the stadium's birthday too.
that makes a lot
Oh,
of
okay.
sense. I
Because
thought it
I
was just
know
it's the
on
end
the
of the
other side of
year
town,
Muay Thai.
because I know on the other side of town, Roger Ramnan is doing a big show for the stadium's birthday too, on the 23rd, which is very close. These two stadiums have very close opening times, just matter of just a few weeks apart, man. So
Hmm.
yeah, crazy.
That's a nice little month for Muay Thai, huh?
Yeah, the birth of the two most historical stadiums in Thailand.
Yeah.
That's very interesting you say that because I didn't know why they were doing a all Muay Thai card if that was the case, but that makes sense. And
I like history, man. Sorry.
yeah, but
Hey, I don't hate it.
If you have an all Muay Thai card though, you're limiting yourself for main event, and we know Tawanchai Superbon is off. That's what I'm saying. Who can we get in for this? Realistically, it's Haggerty. You're gonna pay him to come and fight Lobo. You can pay Stamp and Alicia, Prajansai maybe, but who knows where La Syria is.
Oh yeah,
What else?
has it been
What do you
leaked in the foreign world yet? Where what's his name? Um, Nongo's trainer leaked that Nongo is
Yeah.
fighting Nick Carrillo.
Yeah, I
Oh,
saw that
really?
on Twitter. Yeah.
Coming from
Yeah.
his own trainer. I was like, wow.
So is that on this
Yeah.
card?
I'm not sure, man.
I think it is. It should be.
If it's on this card, I think it should be. It could be a co-main or main event.
Yeah.
Nongo is a huge name, man. But I don't know if they want to do maybe a title for the main event or not.
Yeah, I don't think they would
Can't
have.
do
They would have to
title.
have like a tie in the main event, right? I don't think Jonathan Haggerty and Lobo would be the main event on the birthday of the stadium. Would that make sense?
If I don't know, man. If I don't
Jonathan
know if they're
Haggerty is the new king of Muay Thai, John.
Is
Of
it?
course.
yes, the Englishman is very proud.
Yeah. Imagine if Lobo wins as well.
Yeah.
Just
I don't know if it's by chance they put it on the 8th or they know it's the stadium's birthday. It's on the 8th, so I can't tell, man.
I feel like they know. That makes sense. But you're right. You need a tie. It's got to be Prajanchai or Stamp. Oh my god, I don't envy them this. I do not envy them this.
Yeah,
Oh
they're
man,
scattering right now,
matchmaker's
right?
done nightmare
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, one championship matchmakers are probably crying right now, trying to figure out this thing. Unfortunate with Tawanchai, with
It's a
the
hard job, man.
EDM festival.
Yeah, he was at the EDM festival.
EDM
then the
festival,
Time.
sushi.
Did you hear? So in Hong Kong, we had this. The NFT stuff. I am so dumb about it, but some kind of NFT party went down in Hong Kong, and then about 50 people got sick from the party because of they used a certain type of lighting, like UV lighting, that made them all blind. Maybe that happened to Tawanchai at this EDM festival. I don't know. And
They
you
went
can't,
blind?
can't fight Superbon. You're blind, right?
What?
Yeah. Or they could have a cripple fight, like Superbon on one leg and Tawanchai blind. It could be like two
Yeah.
guys who were fucked. Two guys injured, like two injuries. See who wins. One guy one leg, one guy can't see. But I think Superbon's okay now, right? He's healed up.
Yeah.
I would rather they're both 100%. I know people are upset that it's delayed, but I want to see this. I want to see.
Do you
it.
think they would maybe push Mexin Petjija to the
Ooh.
9th?
I think
That's
they've
the-
already agreed on the date.
Yeah.
Maybe they won't change it because that's enough time for both of the girls to get ready. Because
Yeah.
you got to remember, Petjija fought too.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago, right? Not too long
Yeah.
ago.
Not too long ago. So realistically, maybe the recovery time for Petjija as well, and then the training time leading up to the fight and the weight cut too.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking from a perspective of gym owner, sir.
Hey, that's we need that because we're not a gym
Mm.
owner, so we don't think of those perspectives.
Yeah.
A cripple.
And
fight.
like
Yeah,
Not-
I'm
not-
gonna cancel myself for that.
not
I think I got
having
that
not
from South Park or something. Yeah.
Yes. Not having Mehdi in the corner is a big disadvantage. Mehdi's got such a great mind as well, and he was a really good fighter back in his day. Like, no, when he was fighting as well. He's just retired last year. I can't say back in the day yet.
Maybe I'll go visit him before the December 8th card because I'll be heading down to Pattaya.
Nice, man. Get the scoop, man.
Yeah, hopefully. You know
Training
Mehdi, Nick,
camp.
right?
Why? We spoke on DM. I don't know him too well, but
Okay.
he
can
reach
certainly
out
has
to him.
some influence.
I've known
right?
him. I've known him since I was a kid, man. He's a great guy, very passionate. He has his own gym. He's very gym orientated now. I'm happy he's doing what he loves, man.
Yeah, he's built an empire over there, huh?
Start beginning of an empire.
Yeah, 50, 60 fighters. Like, who has that? That's crazy. That's incredible.
Crazy amount of fighters. I have about 7 to 8, and I'm losing my shit, man. I can't believe he does that much, man.
Does he have to subordinate or like hand stuff out to other people, or will he
What do
go
you
and
mean?
like can he does he have other staff he can say, you can handle this fighter this week, or is he there for all of them?
I can't tell, man. But every fight I see someone from Team Venom or Venom training camp, I always see Mehdi, man. He's always there. He's passionate. He cares about his gym, man, and he just wants these guys to eat, you know?
Yeah. Can't hate that.
Can't hate it, man.
That's fair enough. No, it seems like there's a big split on Mehdi, and all his fighters love him for what he does for them, but he seems to have rubbed up some people the wrong way. So but I get that, right? It's interesting to see what happens. Will this suspension stick? 6
I know.
months.
I kind of get it because when you start hanging on your own group of people, you get this pack mentality where it's your group versus everyone else. And I kind of got that too, like this year where we got into the tournament on RWS and be like, fuck, we're gonna fight everyone, man. We're gonna fight everyone. The whole world's against us. Yeah. So I get it.
Well, it's called the team, you know what I mean? For a reason.
Yeah.
They're gonna back each other.
Yeah, it's Team
Okay,
Mehdi's
team-
a two,
team-
by the way, guys.
Team Mini's out of dickhead. Kidding.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens with them. Okay, was there any other news, guys? I can't remember. I think we covered it all. But like I said, I left my list at the office. I did write a list out of things that were noteworthy. I think we're good, though. We have
I'm a
done
bit late.
2.5
Did you guys
hours.
talk about the title fight, the Fabricio versus Haggerty?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did a bit of that.
Oh,
What did you think?
He fought so beautiful, man.
Yeah, he did.
Like he was kicking him, striking, punching, and just kept going to his left, just kept circling like a shark, and Fabricio was just going at him vertically, and Jonathan was just circling him, man. He's just going in a complete circle, just picking him apart, and then that fake knee and the head kick came. Then he got him and he rocked him with that kick. I was like, whoa. Then the knockout came. I was like, whoa. it's gonna be a tough man to beat, man.
Yeah, I don't even think Fabricio fought that badly.
No, Fabricio was doing
Yeah.
really well, but you know,
Some people were saying he may have
Jonathan
won
just
the
had the
first
edge on
round.
the
I was
day.
asking the judges what they were saying. Like,
You have to see the scorecard.
yeah, I think the judge I spoke to had Haggerty, but Haggerty's coaches were asking the judges like, "What did you score it? How did you score it?" And because they
Yeah.
were thinking like they were just intrigued, like did they? Because Fabricio landed a bit, but I agree with you entirely that it was beautiful to watch what Haggerty was doing, and I
I've
thought
watched it back about 4 times now. Just without the commentary. First time with the commentary, and then I turn the commentary off and just watch it, just from my perspective, and it's beautiful. Lyndon Knowles and Christian Knowles, man, what a beautiful game plan you guys made, and the guys at WMC Lamai as well. Congratulations, you guys! 2 champions in 2 days. Wow,
Yeah, that's
what
right.
what an accomplishment!
I
Crazy,
like
man.
those guys. The Knowlesy Academy. 2 boys in North London conquering the world of Muay Thai, half the world away. It's quite the story, huh?
Yeah.
But anyway. Any other fights you want to talk about? Are we done?
What happened to Ben?
Ben. Oh yeah, he didn't turn up.
And
Too busy ripping shirts and stuff.
then he threw it and then landed on the judge's table, all sweaty and sloppy.
So he ripped his thing and threw it. Yeah, it landed on right ringside. They weren't happy about that.
Yeah, imagine if he threw it and it just landed on someone's face in the crowd, just in the VIP seats.
Haggerty is the new superstar of what? Yes, I think so. For the European market, it's so good, bro.
Yeah, isn't it time for them to go to the UK? Isn't this the best time right now? Like in 2024 with Haggerty doing what he's doing, you know what I mean, with his momentum. You got him and you got Liam Harrison.
I think so, man. You have to. You have to capitalize. How do you say it in English?
There's a huge audience in the UK who will go and pay and watch that fight. Haggerty against Liam or Haggerty, whoever. Yeah, they will pay money. They'll go and do it.
How do you say it in English? Hit iron when it's hot or something?
That's
I'm sorry.
right.
I don't know if I got the translation right. Oh, yeah. It was right. Okay.
Strike the iron when it's hot. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, strike iron when it's hot. Sorry, yeah.
The iron is hot right now. The iron is Haggerty.
Very, very hot, man. It's going to go through the floor.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
I think Haggerty versus like Nongo rematch or,
In England, yeah, because we
Yeah,
fought.
that'd
The
be-
first fight was in Lumpini. Second one, just bring it to England, man. Third one, somewhere just to decide it. Let's go.
Yeah, it's probably 6:30 where Ben is. He's in Mountain Time, so
Yeah.
I messaged him. So if he gets it, let's see. I want to talk smack about Vanilla Thunder. It's 7:30 there. So
Yeah, man, be careful. He's gonna bring out Charizard, man.
I know.
yeah. Ty Rotolo calling out Ryan again with no drug test stipulation. Make it happen. It's never gonna happen, guys. It's never gonna happen.
And Ryan never responds to Ty Rotolo's call ups.
He doesn't
never
care.
really responds. He doesn't
Yeah.
care.
What else was anything? I'm just looking through. Lito called out Gustavo Ballard. Do you like that fight, John? And then the winner can fight Joshua or Jared.
Yeah, why not? That sounds like
Why not?
a good plan. Good path to the title.
Halil Amir wants Sage Northcutt. I would like Halil against Okre Yun for an interim, and then
What's his name? The kid that fought before Asa as well. What's his name? Maurice Abevi.
I like him.
Sage Northcutt as well. I saw it on an
Everyone
interview
wants
on
Sage.
Facebook last night.
Everyone wants Sage.
Sage is hot.
He's hot, man.
Sage
He's
is
he's the guy to beat. He's the American everyone wants to fight.
Exactly. He's the Ken doll
And
of
then
one championship.
you got Sexan calling out Sean Clancy, which I love. I'm giving Sexan my usual stick, like, oh, which title are you gonna go for? He's like, oh, I just
But
want to stay at
didn't
catch weight and fight Sean Clancy. I don't want to
Yeah, he
go
doesn't
down
care.
didn't he fight Sean Clancy already earlier this year?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he
he
said
wants
I think it was
to-
due.
He said the guy pushed him really hard, and he wants to redo it. Right, John? You watched
I
it.
think he won with a cut.
Yeah, it was a.
Yeah, he
cut.
cut, and then the doctor stoppage.
Yeah, so I think he feels like that wasn't like a legitimate stoppage. So,
Ah, so they want to go all the way.
yeah. Yeah.
Ah, that's
You know,
fun.
Sexan, he wants to beat somebody up for 9 minutes or whatever long. Fifth,
Yeah, he's like a zombie, bro. He just keeps
exactly. It
going.
just comes
You
in.
hit
and
him.
just-
You can probably hit him with a truck, and he's gonna get up, man.
he's not even gonna fall down. He's just like bumped off and just keep going. And just he's a unique
Yeah.
character, man. He's a unique style. Just march forward, elbows, knees. It's just, man, it's fun to watch.
And Marat Gregorian posted a video of him doing Muay Thai. What do you think about that, boys?
Oh,
Yeah. Marat in the gloves, the forearm glove is a scary thought.
Destructive, mate. I'm telling you now.
I guess he's kind of in that purgatory where he's not going to get a title shot in kickboxing anytime soon. So why not?
when's Chinggis gonna
Yeah.
come back? Remember, I think Nick, you
Yeah.
were the one talking to him. He was talking about maybe he's
Well,
gonna
they're
retire.
messing around with Superbon and Tawanchai, and then
Yeah, but he
Superbon's
could
going to
fight
fight
somebody else.
Chinggis.
Sidachai's
Well,
waiting for an opportunity.
Sidachai, I want to see Sidachai against
Well,
Giorgio
Petrosian
Petrosian.
comes back.
Yeah.
Let him fight Chinggis.
Oh. Petrosian, he has to have a warm-up fight first before a title, I think. Maybe they can do Petrosian Sidichai, number one contender. Subon's busy. Marat just lost to Chinggis. So that works, It's
I like it.
up to the matchmakers. Up to the matchmakers.
Yeah, but what the word is that Petrosian wants to come back for one last fight. So I
It's
wonder.
got to be Sidachai. It's got
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah,
We have
unsettled business.
haven't fought each other. Never fought each other. We
That's
fought
what I'm
everyone
saying.
else in the division except for Petrosian.
Unsettled
Oh.
business. There's business there. It's unsettled. Let's get it settled. Last fight,
Yeah.
retirement fight.
Definitely, man.
Nick, make it happen.
All
You have
right,
a way with these things.
You're a mystic,
do.
brother. Come
I
on.
do. Well, I'm also hungry. I think I have to leave and get dinner, guys. I'm starving. What do you
All right,
think?
let's
Are
go.
we at the end of this 2.5
Let's
hours?
get out of here. Come
The
on.
longest
Yeah, I came
show
a bit
we've ever
late,
done, I
boys.
think.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Good one, boys. Talk to you in a bit.
Yeah,
All
thanks, Tristan. Thanks, John. Thanks everyone in the chat for comments. If you didn't get your comment in on when the video finishes, I'll try and answer it. Chester asking, sorry, when the numbered events coming back? And do you guys think it's time to run a number card along with Prime card each month? Yeah, I would love that, Chester. I've been saying for the longest time, number card and Prime each month. Qatar, I mean, look, Qatar was set for early December. We're like less than 4 weeks out. I don't think it's going to happen, right? They haven't announced anything officially. Don't know what's
I
going
think
on with that.
I think it'll make the rest of the roster happy as well. Happier.
Yeah, it
'cause
will.
Everyone else will be getting fights. You won't get
Yeah,
like cases of Alaverdi jumping
Yeah,
up
yeah.
in the
You're not gonna
ring,
have
calling out. Nah, yeah.
gym owners
Just-
getting banned. Yeah, you're gonna have
Yeah.
people happy. I think Tokyo in January that was going to happen. Numbered events to be back, at least with that one. They need to do it. Bigger budgets means more of the MMA guys, I think, and kickboxing. So hopefully we can see that. Can you see Ben Tynan challenging for Malakin's belt after a few wins? Why not? The heavyweight division in one is really fun, and Ben seems to just sit on Kang Ji-won for the whole fight. So we'll see how he is at striking. I have no idea, to be honest.
Chinggis
have
would
no
be
idea.
leaving so much money on the table for. Mate, he's already got money, mate. Doesn't need to be fighting.
He's
Maybe
the
if he
king of Azerbaijan, man. Like
He's the king of
yeah.
Azerbaijan.
Yeah, he's the king. They take care of their athletes. I've heard firsthand from some of the people that fight out of Azerbaijan. They take care of their guys really well.
Yeah, man. Okay, is it time to call it, boys?
It's
Yes, sir.
time to call it, boys. Tristan,
Shout out to DeBella Espresso.
Yeah. Shout out to Bella Espresso. Tristan, where can they find you on social media?
Sitong Pinong Muay Thai or /Tristy and Sitong Pinong.
That's it. John, where can they find you? I think it's in your handle
Right
here.
there in the screen. You can find me.
All right.
There's
And
only
then
Oh,
one.
you guys put your Instagram handles. I'll do that next time.
Yeah, do
Yeah.
that next time. All right.
All right, see you guys. Have a good one.
You too,
Thank
man.
you,
Take
everyone.
care.
Thank
We'll
you,
see you in a
John and
couple weeks,
Tristan.
probably, most likely.
Yeah, I'll be
We'll
on
be
that
back.
December card.
All right.
All
man.
right. Okay, let's make it official. Thank you, everyone.